button.
The button has been clicked.
Yay.
Oh, right.
Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
Temporary
We're
glasses
over.
mode.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Good.
Cool.
Hi.
We're
Hello.
doing it, toing it.
We are. Hi, I am Amy, and I am running Disaster Crew D&D in space. Well, it's the actual scene
Space.
somewhere, unspecified part of astral space. Stuff happened.
Space.
It's definitely not the final frontier. But yes, hi, I am the Dungeon Master for this one. I am Amy. I use she, her, they, them pronouns, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And I hope people have been having a good weekend so far. So I guess I will get you to go around and introduce yourselves and your characters, starting with Kelly, because it looks like you're doing something, so you have to go first.
It's true. I will have to do something. Hi, I'm Larkin Zell. I'm Kelly as well. Pick which one is the character and which one is the person. And I am playing Larkin Zell, my half-orc fighter rogue barbarian. Which is weird because the barbarian's like sticking into my head now, so it's hitting me hard. Yeah, he is a highwayman turned, I guess, space pirate now.
Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, seems to be the case.
Yes, and let me just add a level to Millie's character.
Ooh.
All right, so that's me. I'm excited to be here, and I still need to pick a magic item, so I'm going to be quickly doing that because it's been a heck of a weekend, folks.
It's a heckin' weekend because it's been
Alright.
heckin' windy.
Yeah.
Heckin' Wimday.
Yeah. All right, and I guess next is Robin.
Bonjour. I am Robin, and I use she, her pronouns, and so does Nimble Enzel Flame. She also is a tabaxi, but she is our kind of homebrew, more human-y looking tabaxi. But she is a monk, a rogue. She's picked up a few tricks from Lark and Gristlegrit, the thieving git, who is trapped in a gem still because he's a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, who has that?
Probably me.
Okay, Lark.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Lark does because
He's my brother.
Flame
I'm
doesn't
gonna
want to
keep him.
deal with
So,
his bullshit.
Technically, Flame is also Robin.
Hmm.
Because she's a Robin.
Yes, she's a Robin.
Get out.
She's a Robin, hearts and gold and shit. But yes, I'm excited to reprise my lovely girl Flame.
Lady Lump.
She has several. Anyways.
Cool. I'm excited. Let's go down to let's go Chris. We'll just loop around.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I use he, him, or they pronouns. I will also be reprising my role from last time and playing Sammy Shaw, the person who was kind of a retired enforcer for one of the families at the wedding that just got caught up in all this crazy stuff and is a little sick of everyone's shit. Just kind of like, what's going on? Yeah, he's looking a little paler than last time. And just kind of like keeping under his nice dark cloak.
Yeah, cool. That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Nope,
And
not at all. Don't
okay.
be suspicious.
Don't be
Christine.
suspicious.
Well, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Luna Moonglow. She is our wild magic sorcerer. And Sammy, how could you get tired of Luna? Like, excuse me.
Luna's nice. It's just all the shit that happens around her.
Yes, as a wild magic sorcerer, shit happens sometimes.
You do.
How?
Okay, and then I guess over to Millie.
Hey, yo, what's up? I'm Millie. I am bunny-hearted in the chat as well as on various platforms wherever bunnies are found, where I am some sort of dork VTuber. However, today I'm violating the sacred oath and here in real-life format playing Ranva Stormgut, who is a space dwarf space ranger. She likes bees, she likes good mead, she likes her imbecile friends, simple as. Also, I tried to do a dramatic beard with my hair like this and like pin it over, but it really did not work. So I may instead have a silly mustache button. There we go.
Nice.
That works.
Amazing.
It's good. It's good. All right. Beautiful.
You're good. Your face is good. You're beautiful. You're, all
You're
beautiful.
beautiful. You're all beautiful. That's true.
You can't reflect the reflection.
Can
Are
I
you sure?
not?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Okay. I don't know. I do not
Come
know.
on, your
Roger.
speed team.
Jolly Roger. What the hell's the other pirate song? Buccaneer.
No, I
Uh,
put the wrong one down. This hard. This is hard working in a mirror, guys. I'm gonna.
Oh.
It is hard to be a cat.
It is hard to be a cat. I'm just gonna take my ears off for a second.
Still hard. You just have to keep readjusting your ears on a regular basis. I mean, they always get out of whack.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Out of whack.
Christine, can you send me over the wild magic table that you
Oh,
had?
no.
You were using?
You're all beautiful.
August, you're beautiful.
No,
It
I
is
had
just
some-
a sample link, but it was the
Yeah.
one that we found was most
was the most useful.
entertaining and not just nasty.
Okay, cool.
Wasn't there something on the list last year too to donate to increase your chances of
Yeah.
wild magic?
Yes.
Which
So donate to me. Help me get to my new goal of 3,000
Trying to get the mustache to go in the cup.
by raising my chances of the wild magic going off. I think what did we do? It was
Ooh.
like $20 per level. So
surge.
instead of on a 1, it would go off on a 2, and then it would go off on a 3, and then
yeah,
a 4.
you were increasing it. I don't know. I don't remember if you did it as $10 per
I think it was-
increment.
10, so I think 100.
Would get
Yeah,
you
something
a
like that.
I will
Made it
update
happen
that right
every
now.
time I cast a spell.
Mhm.
Was
Okay, I've sent it to you in
20 bucks?
Facebook.
10 bucks?
I'm good with that.
Wait, it's
Okay.
on. Let me just open up the thing so that I've got all my ducks in a row.
Because technically this table is actually a 1,000 table,
Okay, yeah.
but
That's
I was just
amazing.
using up to 100.
That
The last few
works.
were kind of meh.
Oh, yeah. This is a pretty big table. Okay, cool. This is good. Thank you.
All right, this is.
Yeah, because I think this
good.
one had stuff like glitter just appears everywhere. Or
Yeah.
snow.
No, we had group advantage.
Harmless
for
snow,
20.
yeah.
It was
There we
fun.
go.
Fun stuff.
I think I got my ears mostly even. If not, too bad. Meow.
But I am taking a big risk today,
Mhm.
for I am pulling out the extra life dice.
Yes, yes, yes. Good, good.
Oh,
good.
the one massive D20.
I have the massive D20 and I have the set that comes in the
Goodness.
case with all the like glittery stuff in them.
Yep.
That are
I got
lovely
those out.
and glorious. And in
Mhm.
addition, I am pulling out the Christa dice that she gave me, which
Oh, goodness.
are like well-known chaotic dice at this point.
Yes, indeed.
They roll nat 20s or 1s on a regular basis. And I have my Norse Foundry Dork Tales dice,
Wow.
which
I got those, I think.
generally roll pretty well. So I have my good rolling. When I really want to get a good roll, I will use those.
Then you
I
have
just
And if
have
I'm
simple-
up for the
simple
chaos, I will
movement
roll
dice.
the extra life or Christa dice.
excellent.
Not quite sure how this one rolls yet because it's so heavy. I haven't rolled it on stream because it just
it rolls-
goes
It's a
clunk.
rock.
It rolls
Let me-
terrible. This
let-
one in the
let me do
Stranger
it.
Things game rolled 7s and
That was
lower.
rolling it into my
Well,
dice
we'll
tray.
have to see.
Loud.
So it is
Apologies.
an absolutely massive, wonderful chunk, and I love it.
Yep.
I am getting so much extra life product now, actually, because my
Yeah.
dice tray is also extra life.
Yep, and I got the
I'm
keyboard.
doing this, but I've got to say though, thank you to everybody who's been showing up for this because, like, I managed to do a goal of 1,000 last year, and we made it. So I was like, oh, I'll do it again this year, and we blew it out of the frickin' water. I've had to triple my goal. So, like, oh
Same.
my god, guys, this is amazing. Thank you so much for all of your help. I guess
Mhm.
before we get
It's
started,
gonna be heartwarming.
also is that we weren't able to do some of the giveaways we were going to do yesterday. So I'm going to start off this one with saying there will be a giveaway this stream, so watch the chat for when I put the code word in. And I believe it will be a gift card for Norse Foundry dice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Keep-
Ooh.
Watch
Keep
us
an
roll
eye out
dice
for
and get
that
some
one.
dice.
We'll pull it at the
Yes.
end, so you have to stay to put your attachment in.
Thank you for the sub.
Be
Also, a quick reminder,
pre-warned.
everybody. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Just be pre-warned that I will need an email address at that point.
Mm.
So you will need to DM me your email if you are the winner. So
And everybody take a bunch of selfies so that we have more promo material for next year.
On
There
it.
was a distinct lack of selfies.
Well,
this
I
year
have
for us
time
to
after
work
this game for a change because I'm not filling my days up with extra life games. So I have time to do more. We did complete our TikTok though, Robin and I.
Yes, get help.
Best selfie
So-
is best.
It is on the Discord under Dork Tales Games. So go check
that
it out.
later. Exciting. Woo. Okay. So are
Okay.
we all ready?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
picking up
As we ever
Reading us
magic
some
item.
music. Oh yeah, I mean a magic item. Do you want me to? I don't. Here, let me find you a random.
19 and 1, 17. Now you're rolling higher. Why couldn't you have rolled well from like this for me in
Well,
the
see-
Stranger Things game dice?
This roll has no stakes on it though.
I know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
stone of good luck.
Oh yeah, do it
Nice.
totally.
No,
Nice.
no. Go for a cloak of protection.
Get a cloak of good luck.
No, because this gives me a +1 to all ability checks. I'm a rogue.
Ooh,
That's amazing.
Oh,
that is
Love it.
awesome. I was looking at a lot of the
+1
stuff
AC
on
is
there.
fine, but my AC is already 19, Chris. I'm fine.
Jesus, how? Damn.
You're gonna find out in your next swashbuckler character.
That's true, actually.
But take the dual wielder feat. Period.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
Cool. All right.
Simple as.
We got some noise. We have faces. We have dice. We have trays. We have a crew of disasters.
I resemble that.
Yep. And you've been the last couple weeks, let's say, have been an adjustment. Now that you are in astral space and have at least temporarily joined, or permanently, we'll see, joined this pirate crew, this vampire crew. They still daily ask all of you whether or not you want to become a vampire, and thus far, it seems like most of you have turned them down for whatever your reasons are. Maybe it's aesthetic things, maybe it's just it's limiting life options.
I already
thing.
sparkle in the moonlight. I don't need to sparkle in the sunlight too.
Exactly, yeah.
I've got mead to drink. Can't drink blood yet.
Mhm.
Not while there's mead.
Yes, I don't want to drink blood. It's not quite as good as milk. I'm Russian. Fuck. Get this Russian accent out of you, flame. Bonjour.
Flame,
Oui, oui,
bonjour,
croissant.
bonjour, bonjour, oui, oui.
Baguettes. Oh, bonjour, bonjour. There we go. I want a milk.
Mais
The
oui.
fresh milk.
$10 to
Croissant.
change Robin's accent.
$10. I'll change my accent up. Do it.
I don't
Alright.
have any negatives to my rolls anymore. Yay!
Aw, that's exciting.
Oh.
And I think you've probably gone on a couple, well, what would be more interesting? The going in and investigating treasure, or actively raiding local establishments and like strongholds and things?
And
I
other
would like to
ships.
go on a treasure hunt.
Other
please.
ships? You want a treasure
Oh,
hunt?
but-
Okay.
Call them
Yeah,
out, call them out.
Dungeon
Dungeon
crawl.
crawl.
Gang, gang.
Dungeon crawl.
You can say a bit of both.
All
Yeah,
right.
Probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
Me?
So you're on a planet. You're on this. You've landed on this planet, and they've left you. You have a map to find some treasure, and you're gonna go do this off on your own. This is sort of like a test, kind of. You have to. This is a bit of a trial run to see if you really have what it takes to be pirates.
Was I supposed to be taking notes? If it's a test.
So they will drop you off here, and we'll say, "All right, we'll be back in a bit." And they leave you on this mostly deserted-looking planet or asteroid. It's, or maybe it's a moon. I'm not sure. There's plants.
That is no moon.
Honestly,
Plants are good at least.
it's astral space. What do you know?
If it's not a
Been here for
moon,
like
what
a
is it?
I don't know.
Space is weird.
Planet?
Yeah, it looks kind of like I read a book about that. The forest moon of Candor.
Mm.
Huh.
Kendor? Brendor?
Kender?
Do you think they have a
Remember?
Luna coffee here?
No. Maybe a
Nuts.
Skyfire. I mean, they're franchising everywhere.
So there is a bit
I
of
should
like
make this
a
last.
bit. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's
a.
fair.
There is a port. Like
Bless you.
Sorry, space.
what do we call
Moon
it?
dust.
Way station traveling. There's like a pit stop kind of sorts.
A space
Yeah.
stop. A space dock? Space dock.
Yeah.
Spaceport.
A space place.
Astral space stop. Yeah. So the ship comes in and like just hangs out for a sec, leaves you here. There's like there's a convenience store of kind of, sort of. It does have, if you go and look, there is a small like those like self-serve like Skyfire coffee brand available inside.
Oh, is it just one of those outlets where they like brew it and then like it's just like in a big like carafe?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ugh.
It's got Skyfire
Looks
coffee
they've got
like
canned ones
splashed
too,
all
at
over the side.
least.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I guess I have to roll wild magic. Aha! No wild magic.
All right. Who would have taken the map?
Was it pretty
It could be actually Ranva.
or stinky?
You're a ranger. You're kind of like
She is a rangery.
wilderness kind of.
It's kind of stinky and like it's been held a lot. Like
Luna
It
would
looks
probably
kinda
wouldn't have still done
well-worn.
it then.
there's like
She
you can
would've
see
picked
there's
it
like
up if it
grimy
looked
handprints.
nice.
There's a coffee stain on the corner of it from when
Ooh.
the well maybe it's not coffee. It's kind of a reddish brown mark in a like stain from a glass, a cup
What else
that
could it be? It's coffee.
that the captain vampire had sitting on it on their desk.
Probably wine, right? Probably.
Okay, so who said they had it? Is anyone gonna take a look at get your bearings to go investigate the?
You know what? Yes, absolutely. Ranva should be good at this, but she absolutely is not.
Beautiful.
So what am I rolling here?
That would be a. Ooh, I don't have a character
Space
sheet, so I'm gonna
survival.
look at the- Space survival. Yeah, it would be
Space survival.
Uh,
Oh my goodness gracious! I have a
$50
nat
has just
20.
been donated by Return of the Moonchild. Oh, the thing from XLR. I thought you were summoning the thing from Neverending Story, like the Empress.
Oh,
Oh, that could be interesting.
that'd be great.
That was.
But I am okay. You're gonna have to give me some notes about the XLR.
I do not have them
A
on
Benui
hand. That
20?
book is in storage.
It's
So,
it's a Groke 20. That's what this
Doesn't
is.
have to be a
It
villain
is
though.
It
We
does
could
not
just
have to
make-
be a villain. So
make
it is
friends.
a creepy mutant moon that is basically like, okay, I need you to picture like a Zamisi
Okay.
with the mind of like a 4-year-old child that is
Okay.
also a moon, if it wants to be,
Okay.
but is also like a multi-horned cyclopean teenage girl in its humanoid form.
Okay.
Is this just what we're standing on?
Could be. We
Oh,
could just be
God.
standing on this. It's a giant blinking moon with like blood dripping eyes. Picture Alucard as a moon.
Yeah. Important question.
I think Soul can probably answer this in the chat. But yeah.
If it's a living moon,
Hmm.
would it have tunnels and like stuff built into it?
I mean, we have tunnels in our heads.
yeah.
If you want to give
And our
gross
guts,
with it.
like, you know.
We're
Okay.
honestly, we're just one asshole. Like we're one digestive tract, but with lips and a butt.
Yep.
Honestly, pretty much.
And if
yeah.
it's kind of like it's Sabitsi, there's flesh crafting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm-
we're basically a dungeon.
Yeah.
All of us are. The real dungeon was inside us.
Inside us all along.
Wasn't there like a whole movie about being inside?
There are many.
I
Probably,
mean,
yes.
there's the magic school bus. You
I
know,
was
they
just
went
gonna say,
inside.
Magic
I was
School
thinking
Bus.
more
Steam.
the-
$50 for Miss Frizzle.
The dude from what's it called, Zoolander? Didn't they have a movie based on, like, it was cartoon characters? Moses Jones. That's what it was.
Oh my gosh.
I remember.
Oh,
I was thinking
wow,
about,
that was that's a deeper cut than I was expecting. Good job.
Yeah, I did not think about that at all. Okay, so
Good job.
as you're so Ranva is investigating the map and did a space survival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
with
rolled
a
natural 20.
Ooh.
okay.
Wow.
Okay, you can figure out where you
Grand
are.
total of 22, and now she's eating space pizza.
Okay. Did you get it from the convenience store, like the
Exactly. Just like
convenience
walked
store
in,
pizza?
got that. Yeah, of course. Convenience store
amazing.
space pizza.
Okay. Yeah. So
But
you
you pay
can
for it, so that's fine.
yeah, and you can see the. So you can figure out where you are. It's not like there's like a mark on the side that's like says like outpost kind of thing. It's like dock, and it's a little faded, like kind of hard to read some of it. And but you can see where you are, and you can figure out like based on the map. You're like, okay, so like if you turn it around, okay, yeah, there's a trail going that way. There's a trail going that way, but based on the map, trail going that way looks like the most direct way to the X.
Did you say direct or did you say
Direct.
okay?
From point A to B.
It's slightly different. Slightly
Yes, I
different.
need to enunciate better, clearly. Yeah,
So all of you are taller than a dwarf, aren't you?
Oh wait.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess I gotta look up at you really frustratedly because you're tall. I'm pretty sure this is the right way to go.
And where'd you get that pizza?
Yeah, I want
Just ignore
one.
the bees bought it for me.
Oh.
I should mention I am covered by a swarm of bees because being a ranger in 5e is amazing.
How do I get
Are the bees your beard?
Oh, they could be. They could be a bee beard.
Bee beard.
That's a fantastic idea.
Face
I'm a swarm
beard.
keeper ranger
It's amazing.
with
Beautiful.
poison, so I can do poison bee activities.
I just need to point out that in my notes
Activities.
from last time, from the last game, I had bees at appropriate moment.
When
So
is
I
it
feel
not
like-
I'm gonna go get some pizza. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Mark, can you bring me some pizza when you go?
Yeah, I'm not gonna just bring pizza back for myself, Flame.
You've done
Hi.
it before.
Okay, but there's nothing wrong with doing that. Just
Yes,
saying.
but I
You
have
know.
scars from it. I learned some
Hello,
things.
everyone. Are you new?
What is this?
Are you
Hello.
new? There's a
Uh,
voice
Where is that coming from?
everywhere.
Are
Greetings,
we,
mysterious voice. Yes, we are new to
They
this
were out of
mysterious
pizza?
voice. Explain yourself. Are you the pizza?
What do you have?
What? No, I don't have the pizza. I just said
Oh.
I
No.
just got what?
Hi.
hello? Where are you?
What? Yeah, what is this voice coming from?
I'm here.
And random equinox. Yes, absolutely.
I'm right here.
You're,
Are you
you're
blind? I'm right here.
Whom?
Where?
the pizza.
Where? I don't. Are you
Look.
invisible?
No, like, look down.
I will look
gonna-
down, but
Yeah, I will look
dramatically, so the camera
down.
has a chance to go dun dun.
I'm so glad there's more friends.
Are you?
It's been a while.
The thing we're on?
Grit.
Ding, ding, ding! Finally. Yeah! I've just been like, I needed some me time to go and kind of do some introspection. But it gets lonely sometimes. So,
Your
Right.
this planet is talking to us.
You have a franchise coffee place on your body?
Wait, you
Yeah?
do?
Is
Oh, I
a-
need more coffee.
I heard about this.
Oh,
It's kind of like some people get tattoos to
advertise.
advertise for places.
yeah, I like coffee. I mean, I think I
That is-
do.
That's valid. Sometimes I'm not sure either. Okay. Are we allowed to stand on you?
Yeah, does
yeah?
this hurt? Okay, good.
Oh, no.
Hey, can you tell your manager you're out of pizza?
No.
Oh. All
Oh,
right. Sorry, I tried.
it's
Noted.
alright. So, do you have treasure in you?
We
Well,
do have
I
a
mean,
map
more to say, did
pointing
somebody
to-
hide
to
treasure in you?
Isn't
Yeah,
that
and don't
kind
say
of
that the real
inappropriate
treasure
to
was
ask?
friendship because we've had that pulled on us before.
Oh, no. No,
I like
the real-
shiny things.
The real treasure is the treasure.
Oh, good.
I like this planet.
Yeah, you
I'm more of a
talking
moon-
I
planet?
feel like we understand each other.
Your moon.
What? Hold on. Let me just and there's gonna be like a flickering shimmer and like distortion of space, and a humanoid. They are humanoid, right?
They can be if they want to be.
Yeah, a humanoid sort of individual with what was a bunch of different horns and like kind of like red blood, like bloody, like dripping eyes, kind of thing. Just sort of appears in front of you.
Oh,
Well, that's
Oh.
well. I mean, that's a good look.
Thanks.
Greetings.
You're welcome.
You like your hair.
What?
Are those flowers? I don't get many flowers around here.
Yes, they are flowers. I like them.
So,
your eyes are beautiful.
Do we know? Can we, like, get the treasure from you, or like?
you have the map. You have to follow the map. It's how we do
Follow-up
things
question.
here. Yeah.
Gonna lean into Sammy. Sammy, are you hitting on the planet?
No, I just like the eyes.
With
Because
beauty.
like you could hit on the planet.
Yeah, totally.
The face like cracks into like a smile, but it's like not like a smile. It's just like splits, and like there's like the blood is just like getting through like these like sharp teeth type things, and just sort of like, yeah.
Well, that's
So maybe it isn't a smile.
I think it likes you.
That's
You
good,
should-
right?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that's
mean-
nice.
Yeah.
We're on the
Banged
planet.
before.
Right.
You should go fracking.
Yeah.
That's rude.
I mean, that just sounds rude, Lark.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Can
Nothing
frack
rude
me
is
later, Lark.
consensual. I
I
will
mean, I'm
do
just here for the show, really.
You,
So
Oh, this went a
Yeah.
direction I was not expecting today.
Wait,
I
what?
thought this was
Okay.
a
I
test.
mean,
Yeah, it is. You
I
do
mean,
the
it's-
thing and go find the treasure, and I
which
watch
thing
you
are
do
we
it.
Oh, find the treasure.
The treasure. Okay,
Alright.
good.
Yeah,
What do
okay.
you
Oh,
think?
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a planet.
we're your entertainment,
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not do a triple X entertainment, okay?
I don't
You guys
think
can
you'd
do that
survive
later
that.
on your own time.
We do.
No.
Yep. A lot.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Do you have any Gatorade?
Yeah, it's over there.
What is the treasure?
Oh, nice. We can
That's
go
a
there and get the Gatorade.
secret.
You said-
Spoilers.
You said any questions?
Yeah, and that's the answer. I can't tell you.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Anything real spooky gonna eat us?
Yeah,
Any,
do you have,
evil
like-
monster creatures, or is this just like a chill eat pizza adventure?
I think it's chill. I like to think it's a chili pizza adventure, but if you want to go take a look and make sure I don't have any pests taking up residence,
All right.
What
that would also be
kind of
appreciated.
pests inhabit a
Planet.
sentient moon?
I don't know. What kind of pests inhabit humanoids?
Oh yeah, tons. Tons.
A lot.
Tons. We got fleas, lice, crabs, worms.
Mhm.
Okay, Lark, you don't have to go through all of my recent
Okay,
history.
bye! And they just poof away, and then you kind of hear like a giggle, and the earth shakes. The ground below you shakes slightly.
Everyone shake.
Well, Lark, you
And
And
really
then,
know how to make the
follow
earth
the
move.
map.
Oh boy.
Well,
Yeah.
Alright.
I think we need
There's
to
a
follow
gift
the
shop
map.
at the end.
Ooh,
Ooh.
gift shop.
That's not the treasure.
All right,
Lark.
let's get this over with.
I'm always down for shopping.
Down for
I
Steam.
went to like the blinking moon, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. So yeah, I'm in.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a plus one
Alright,
AC.
what is on the map?
Okay.
Who's on the map?
So Ranva has decoded some of it. It says, well, there was a path going to like north, like if you're saying so, like kind of to the north from the convenience shop. There was one to the west, and then there was like a little like path that looks like it says, and then there's like a little mark that says like beach or something, but
Beach or something.
there's like weird scribbles crossing out beach.
Huh. Weird.
But based on the map, Ranva, you figured out that the western path seemed to be the most direct route.
Well, perchance we should go to the western path.
And then
Alright,
we can
to the
explore
west.
later if we have time.
Yes, we can.
Do you think I'm allowed to draw on this map?
Somebody
I mean,
else
they've already
already
spilled
has.
coffee on it, so
You look at the map, people have written notes all over it, like it's kind of like obscuring things because there's like a smiley face on one spot, there's like X, like 3 X's in a row, and then like a skull and crossbones next to it.
Oh,
Well, I think Ranva's gonna draw a little.
those are
footsteps
sexy skeletons
for the
then.
route that we take. Just to sort of track our progress with a little footstep map because that sounds really cute.
What's Lark's passive perception?
Now that he has a luck stone, it is 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, is it ability or ability checks? Because it might just be 11. Well, is a passive an ability check?
Yeah, it takes your perception plus. Oh wait, no. Ooh,
Yeah, hold
it's
on.
not
let
a
me double
check. It's just a. I don't think it would then.
Let me
No.
I'm just gonna check the wording real quick.
Yeah.
A skill roll is an ability check,
There's
But a passive isn't a skill roll.
yeah, it's
but
not
your
a roll.
passive,
Yeah.
anything that affects your perception affects your passive.
I have $20 towards wild magic changes.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay, there's a.
Also, everyone, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow in the chat. Do it.
Right at
Because I noticed some of you aren't following us, but you've left a lot of messages over the months, which is weird.
Okay, so you can start heading down the western path, no problem. And it starts like you kind of go in, and it's like a forest actually. Like there is foliage here. Like it starts off just kind of like small shrubs here and there, and then like it gets increasingly like forest-esque as you proceed. Yeah.
Well,
They're
it's
like-
quite nice actually. It'll make the bees happy.
A little bit of shade is nice.
Yes.
I love tossing shade.
Oh yes, you're quite good at it.
Yeah.
Throwing all of that shit.
Is it a creepy
I can't-
forest or like?
Well, it's hard. There's not really. It's not really sunny. It's like there's a star over there, kind of. Like it's not.
Not really sunny, you say.
Yeah. It's kind of dark. There is some light that's like reflecting off of things, and actually, I think there's some self-producing like bioluminescence going on because that just sounds super cool.
His bioluminescence is self-producing.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Do we keep
And-
going this way? Let's get this done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're going, it's actually pretty like a just slow, ongoing treading. Like it's taken a while, but and it's quiet. You don't really hear any animals around or any living
area.
creatures.
Could use some birds, though.
Quiet.
Yeah, maybe.
Almost too quiet.
And then, who is the highest? Okay, I'm just looking at your
My PP is 14.
perception. You know, let's do a
My PP
perception
is
check.
15.
Yeah, because you're looking
Wow.
around and looking at
Yes.
things because it's unsettling. This isn't like a normal place.
Yeah. All right, perception. Come on.
Is this a swamp?
This dice is
No.
rolled
Or
a
is it
3
forest? Okay, cool.
again.
I have a
I got a
17
17.
to perceive
Are we rolling
things.
perception?
Yeah, roll
Yes.
perception.
That's a 4,
I
which
rolled a
turns
7.
into a 4. Oh no, it's
7.
6.
Wow.
Let
Wow.
me find my additions.
Lark, we are very smart together.
25.
Jesus.
I rolled really well.
So, Luna,
Mm-hmm.
there's something that's not just like the wind, like kind of brushing through the foliage. just off the track that way. Is that... It sounds like someone crying.
Oh, hey guys, there's someone crying over there. She'll point with a really shiny coffee cup. I feel like this
Very
is
bright.
definitely in character.
That's very bright.
Yeah, boy.
Is that one of those platinum dragon tumblers? From
Yeah, I had to
Fanfare?
save a lot of stars to get it.
Yeah, seriously.
Now it's been pointed out, I think Ranva and Sammy are probably picking it up too.
Oh, I
Well,
don't
we
hear
probably
anything.
should go check in on
Yeah.
that.
I don't think I don't hear what you guys are talking about.
Too far from the ground to hear it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Dwarf.
Do you just say
It's
dwarf?
okay, dwarf. I hear it again too.
Yes, she
Or I hear
absolutely
it
did.
too.
Oh my god, amazing.
And then
Well, I mean, I
promptly
heard it in the
stomps
first
towards the
place.
crying person.
I'll follow the sensible
There is a
one.
scream in
Oh,
the same direction.
Oh, see over
You
there.
all hear- yeah.
Let's go.
Probably not good.
let's go with caution.
Yeah. And you proceed off to the... It doesn't... You don't think it's
Does the terrain
far.
seem slightly uncomfortable? Like, a bit rocky?
Yeah, it's a bit rocky, so there's like... It's not like dirt, it's like kind of rocks, and then there's like starting to be more like trees-ish. They're like short trees though, like they're not really getting a lot of sustenance here. But they're still like...
Yeah, they're totally sus.
Luna's gonna pull the little broom pin off of her shirt, and it resizes in her hand. She's gonna like side saddle ride a broom. Just like a few feet above the floor. Like she just doesn't want to walk on the stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the ground is quite like bumpy, rocky, like it's a bit of a trek. Even the established path is kind of like, it's not even really a path, it's more like a suggestion of a path, and that's the most clearest marked one. Like there's like marked like in big, like maybe it's white, it's like chalk or something, like pointing that way, like on like rocks and like on the ground, kind of being like this way. It's very, very helpful.
Maybe we're supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
Keep plodding along.
yeah, and you'll very quickly come across a figure of a hunched over, like in fetal position, shaking and like crying humanoid. They've got their back up against a rock and they're just kind of just like, okay.
I'm gonna keep my look
Hello?
around for whatever made them scream, or wherever the scream came from. Like,
Luna just calls
lady.
out.
Hey, is this a trap?
Yeah, I was going to
I
say.
think it's
this
a
is-
trap.
Oh, almost certainly.
It's really a trap? Okay.
And
Luna, you...
the
wanna go?
figure
Go for it, Luna.
like freezes and like head like, jerks up really suddenly and like stares at all of you like with wild eyes and just like fixates on whoever is the most central. Says, "Duck,
Where?
duck,
I'll duck.
no duck."
She'll dart to the side under the trees.
Lark,
Approach a
look
little
at
bit,
the
but
duck.
I'm already smug and short about it.
Goose.
Where is this duck?
You don't see anything.
Would it help
Hey,
if I went up? I could maybe look from above.
No, you have to get out of here.
Who are you?
Visible duck?
No, I just
Goose.
What?
Duck, duck, goose.
Goose?
Okay.
I know a guy.
no duck, and then they are going to kind of like lurch up to their feet and like, you can deal with this. Thanks, and then we'll just books it like past you, kind of like slant, trying to like kind of almost body checking in an effort to like get past you towards the path.
Luna will just pop
I'm so
up
sorry.
in the air so that she doesn't get hit.
Can I take a look for signs of ducks?
Yeah, sure.
I don't
I
know
do
what
have
was
beast
wrong
as a
with
favorite
that
enemy,
person.
and I suspect a duck counts as a beast.
Yes, that does make sense. That follows.
I have a 16.
A duck, yes, but a goose, infernal.
You look down, around. The terrain is quite rocky. So he's not really... But there are some patches with dust and... Oh. That looks like a... Possibly a footprint?
Is it a webbed print of evil?
Well, it's a webbed print,
Of evil.
but there's just the one.
Wait, just is it a one-legged?
Hmm.
What do your dwarven eyes see, my friend?
Yes. What are you seeing? I can't get. There we go. There's kind of.
Shorty,
It's
did
like
you
a
get low?
footprint. It's pretty small.
Nice.
Huh.
It's a
Well,
web
they
foot
do
of evil.
fly.
Like a web, like a duck foot, or like a foot with webbing on it?
Mm.
Or is it a human foot?
How small is small?
Yes. How
I mean,
small
most
is?
of the time human feet aren't webbed, but
Little.
every now and then in breeding, you know.
Yeah. Sorry. Sometimes cousins.
Oh, I think
get
it's
a
like
little
a
too
pretty
close.
regular little bird-sized foot. Hmm?
Well, do we want to follow the duck?
Or
There's
do we
only
want to
one
go after the
footprint, doesn't go
treasure?
anywhere.
Oh yeah, we are here for treasure. Whoa.
The duck is the treasure. What?
The quack of evil.
Hello?
Gotta look for the quack of evil.
What? Is it a? Are you a space duck?
Face.
There's a little pitter-patter sound on the rocks.
Look around. What? Where is it?
Where is it coming from?
There is a-
Suspiciously.
A sudden like flutter of like flapping wings and feathers off to the side. It's like right in the peripheral vision of for Flame.
What was that? It was right there. It was right there. Where? Flame's
That's
gonna
not where
like
the quack's
move
coming from.
closer to Lark. Lark.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you. Don't worry. I'll protect you from the duck. Oh, you're the catch. Shouldn't you be going after the bird?
Depends. It's an evil duck. I don't know if I want to deal with an evil duck.
We don't know
before.
if it's evil, right? Did they say evil? Why are we trusting that weird screaming person?
Lark has a point.
That's.
I mean, I'm not really sure, honestly. Like,
What?
it might be okay.
Um,
Could just be a duck. A person could be insane.
All right, that's it. I'm
They could have had Crown of Madness cast on them.
Lark, something drops on your shoulder.
Flame, I'm gonna need both my arms free, okay? Just hold on.
Sort of drip.
That's not me.
I'll look over at my other shoulder. What do you?
Bird droppings.
I hear it's good luck.
Well, look up. Is there a duck above me?
No.
Seriously? Gross.
Visible
Just
duck.
absolutely gross. I'm gonna take off my jacket and throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
You're lucky I stole that. If I paid for that, I would have been real mad. Did anybody have prestidigitation?
When have you paid for anything recently, Lark?
I tried to buy some pizza.
Oh, you tried to pay for it, actually?
Yeah, I mean, trying counts, right? Like when I die, they're gonna count that as a positive, right?
I think so.
Luna, what are you doing? Are you kind of like just surveying, looking around, and like,
Yeah, I'm kind of hovering.
if you do you glance back at Lark when he takes the jacket off?
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
I might as well look at them.
Yeah.
He's probably the best looking one here besides Flame, so.
Well, that's interesting. Did you take the amulet off too? Didn't you have a necklace? I was wearing?
Hey, Lark, didn't you have a necklace? Where'd you put it?
But yeah, it's right here. See? I keep it on my. Oh,
Where?
The amulet.
wait, the one with grit in it?
It's not there.
Did you just lose grit?
Oh shit, I think I did. Oh, sorry, bud.
Why did the duck steal him?
Yes, he was in that gem. We're trying to get him out. I forget how he got in there, but
No,
we're
he
trying
died.
to-
He totally died. He got imploded by that fireball, remember?
Oh, right.
Like a bottle of whiskey just blew him up.
Wait, so you were keeping
There's a
like,
clinking
the
sound
ashes of your friend?
and a pitter patter that you all are able to hear because it clinks something like so sort of like a clink against the side of a rock. Like, I don't have anything to make the noise. It's sort of a tink sound. You look over, everyone just, so you can just turn and look, and there is a little white duck, like this
it's
big.
So cute.
Oh my gosh.
It looks so, it's like little beady black eyes and like really round. And out of its beak, it's about some 30 feet away,
Would you like some cracker?
is hanging the amulet with the crystal grid is trapped inside.
Flame's gonna leap for it, for the duck.
All right. So in that case, I don't think we're gonna. Just gonna. It's gonna let out a squawk. It does not drop the thing, but are you just trying to grab it?
Yes.
Okay. You need to do a contested grab roll against
All
it.
right. So
duck.
I use athletics, I believe, and you can use acrobatics, I think, or athletics.
Strength, yeah, acrobatics or athletics to evade.
Well, that's a 21 for flame. Wow.
And so yeah, you can leap forward and we'll grab the duck.
Give me grit. Give me grit, and I will let you go.
Its beak is fastened around this amulet. It's just like does not let go. It's like
Wait. Luna's gonna go over and try and offer it crackers. Would you like some crackers? You could hang out with me. Look,
I feel
I
like
got
I
like a
need to
nice
do
comfy
the-
place for you to sit, and I'll give you food.
Oh.
Look, you don't even have to run. You can like literally sit on the broom with me.
there is an angry squawking as or like quacking as a second duck does that sort of duck flying that they do that's like just kind of like impacts like straight into Flame holding the duck.
There is a $50 anonymous donation to Paradoxical Ghoul.
Ooh. More ducks. Crackers? I
And-
want to make friends with the ducks.
Okay.
I want ducks.
Are you gonna do an animal? Give me an animal handling. I guess that would be nature or something, or
Oh, there is an animal handling one.
oh, there's one. Yeah, okay, cool.
Let me try. Nat 20! I want ducks! Ducks, ducks,
The ducks are kind of looking at you,
I will add cranberry to their crackers.
very suspicious. But well, that's tempting, though. But
Ducks?
what you didn't think when you did this, I don't think, was has Luna had fed ducks at like a duck pond before, like given them seed or anything? Okay, so she is not familiar with what happens when you start feeding, like offering food to
I
ducks.
want a crowd of ducks. Please.
They start coming out of the underbrush in a wave of movement.
Ducks!
Whoa,
quacking,
whoa,
and
whoa.
It is loud. It is pitter patters of feet.
I
And
start slowly dumping all of my snacks.
What is the duck?
And it's just this like wave. It's like almost like one singular form, almost like it's like a but they're all. It's a swarm of ducks.
Well, I'm sitting on a broom, so they're not going to be able to nibble my feet.
No.
But there will be a swarm of ducks under me, and I'm going to try and make a duck trail.
Okay. They will, in doing this, they're also kind of surrounding Flame and bumping Flame a bunch because.
I'm going to offer the one that's holding the amulet like an extra special piece of cracker. Can I? Would you like it?
It stares at you intensely.
It's got cranberries and seeds in it. It's really good.
I am trying to deceive it into letting go of the amulet enough that it takes the cracker.
Why don't we just shoot the duck?
Can you
Yes,
give me a
Sammy!
what is it, a
Sammy!
What?
what is
A
it,
deception check?
They're just
Deception,
dogs.
yeah.
I mean,
Give-
they're
give me a
evil, but they're not,
deception.
like, that evil.
All right, let's try out the
Just
big
shoot
chonker.
dogs.
I don't care if it's evil or not. It's got your
that's not bad.
amulet. It's not giving it back. Shoot it and let's keep going and get the treasure.
Yes, honestly, I could go for some fresh duck.
18.
Duckalarage.
Ooh. Okay. It looks at you. It's very suspicious, but then slowly it
I look
opens its
very,
beak.
very innocent to this.
Yeah. And it starts, and the chain and the weight of it means that it drops. The amulet drops. And it lunges forward and it goes for the snack.
I give it the snack. Can I
It's a snack.
pull it out of Flame's hand? And just cradle the duck, giving it more snacks.
If Flame does not resist, then the duck will cautiously, very suspiciously, tentatively step over.
I will give it more
And we'll
treats.
sit up. It's like,
Would you like to hang out with me? I have more treats. I could feed you and love you and call you Gary.
yep.
I would like to very casually in the background cast Speak with Animals.
Absolutely, go for it.
And then
Amazing.
go back to eating pizza in
Okay.
Smug Ranger. But I'm curious what the ducks are talking about.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you are casting that. Luna is attempting to
I
woo
want
a
to make
duck.
friends and
make friends with
seduce this duck
ducks.
to my side.
And Flame, the amulet that the duck was holding, it dropped pretty damn quick. Are you gonna try it? Did you try and grab it?
Yeah, well, Flame probably tries to grab it with her tail.
Okay.
I think
Didn't Flame already have it in one hand, like she's pulling on it? So once it drops the chain to take the snack, then she'd have it.
Yeah.
Like she was doing this.
Yeah.
so. You should. You just have it.
Doing that part, the light reflects off of it, and like sort of like there's parts of the gems that are kind of prismatic, and they start like reflecting and shining, and immediately it draws attention of another duck. The gems are kind of prismatic, and they start like. There is a duck hanging off the like you're holding it. There is a duck hanging off of it now, just like.
Flame's just gonna lick her teeth and like, you really want to do this?
There's quacking all around, going like. Quack, quack, quack.
Luna's gonna start trying to lead the ducks off with treats.
About half of them start following. Ranva, what you'll notice is you can kind of hear them, like it's all overlapping because they're all talking. But when it's like, snack, 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 get the snacks, snack, more food, food, good food. And the other ones are going, the shinies, the offering, the shinies, but the offering, the shinies, but snacks offering, snacks. There seems to be some dissent.
How many more of those snacks do you have, Luna?
I can start breaking into rations.
She's
I would
firmly
like
trying to
to
make friends
approach
with this duck in her hands,
ducks.
by the way.
If we had some lambus bread, we could see if these things explode when you feed them too much.
Pizza in hand.
Cool.
And say, I guess, hopefully in a way ducks can understand. Advanced offerings. Pizza for ducks. But no shinies.
Quack, 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 quack. Alarmed ducks stare at you. Duck?
Pizza for ducks. Vegetarian pizza for ducks.
Snack, big snack.
Big snack.
Why are they just quacking at the ducks? Does that work?
I don't know. They seem to be entranced with. It seems to be working. They're looking at Ranva.
Several of them turn and look at Lark. And they're kind of like.
Tax evasion
the-
is what he's saying in duck.
That's quite the accent. Huh?
like, where is it? Where's this shill from?
Periwinkle butterscotch.
Whereas Luna is just
Go
talking
around,
in
go
common to her
around.
duck. She might try Sylvan in a minute, but she's gonna keep talking to it in like random languages.
Is that the one that is being held by Luna is actively like starting to be like, hey, this is cozy. Nice snacks. Smells good.
She's offering like to make it clothes and like cute little like ornaments and things.
I don't know
Like,
what they're
whatever it
saying,
wants.
but it sounds really nice.
Remember, ducks don't wear pants.
No, but they can wear cute little vests.
Here,
Yeah,
I will
that's true.
Or little
translate for this one
necklaces,
particular
or
duck.
bows, or little
Or
like,
hats.
top hats.
But I'm translating in real time with just how overwhelmingly excited they
Randva, can you tell this duck that I'm going to eat it if it doesn't let go?
The one on that's hanging off the chain, looking at Flame, is like glaring. It's like there's like fire in its eyes.
Flame's gonna look back with fires, and she's just gonna slowly kind of
Like tink,
start her
tink, tink.
hands, like claws come out, but then you also see the claws are starting to heat up.
The duck growls. At least it's the closest thing you can call to a growl. Yeah.
I am going to eat roast dachshund.
Luna's gonna start stroking her
Like,
duck.
like, if you can imagine it going like, which loosely, roughly translates to a very muffled, just fucking fry it.
Can you ask these other ducks if this duck is particularly popular?
To be honest, I'm kind of curious to see what happens. The duck seems to think it can take you.
Oh, really? Bring it on, duck. Flame's gonna attack the duck
Okay.
with a claw.
So at this point, also Luna's
about
tried
time.
Sylvan, Abyssal, and Infernal on her duck to see if any of them like, if it understands any of them.
Are we just babbling at the ducks? I can do this too. More plar. More plar.
The one in Luna's hand.
Get it off a day.
Sorry, which ones did you say you did what?
Sylvan, Abyssal, and Infernal.
Okay.
And Lark's gonna try orc, which is more plar, which is hey duck, do you speak orc?
They do not respond to speaking orc, but the one sitting in that Luna's holding does pause, at least during one of those languages. It goes quiet and just
Goblin?
sort of
Do you speak Goblin?
stares.
I'm gonna keep trying them and trying to figure out which one.
Alright. I don't speak goblin.
It seems like infernal.
Oh, well, okay, so
She's starting to sound like off, like horribly evil one talking.
what she's telling it, she would like to love it and feed it and look after it and give it cute things to wear and shinies and whatever it wants. But she would
Your
like to
voice
love
just
it
sounds like
least.
a guitar solo.
And it will actually it seems maybe it's shy. It doesn't seem to say a lot back.
And we will
but
destroy our enemies.
the duck seems to get excited about that. It quacks.
I'm really good at like throwing fire at people.
The quack.
Would you like to join me?
It doesn't seem able to speak infernal.
But it can understand it.
Yeah,
And that's
the
what
quacking,
matters.
That Ranva, if Ranva's paying attention, will hear, yes, slay the enemies, kind of thing.
It seems to look happy at her.
It looks happy. It's like, I'm trying to.
Can I ask if it would like to be my familiar?
Sorcerers don't generally have them, but I'll make an exception.
It will just quack in affirmation.
Excellent.
And then we'll quack. It's kind of assuming that you, it seems to be assuming that you actually understand it. It hasn't quite figured out that there's interpreting going on. But it does start like babbling away about, oh yes, you are ally. You must help with the offerings.
They want you to help with the offerings to their dark webby gods.
Oh, what sort of
Inevitably.
offerings?
I don't even know. What sort of offerings? Also, wait, Flame, are you just murdering a duck in the background?
I am. While Flame was waiting, I rolled my thing
Okay,
waiting
sorry.
Sorry.
Christina took over there.
So I will get back to the duck conversation real quick. I want to check what's going on with Flame over here.
22 hit the duck.
Hit the duck. Okay.
The duck is unaffected.
God.
The duck's armor class is
It's
2,000.
not opening.
It's over 9,000.
And
I will
22
offer my duck
does
some
hit.
coffee.
Perfect.
That will hit.
11 points of slashing damage, and I'm also gonna spend 2 key points to cast Burning Hands because I told you her claws were heating up.
Yep. So sorry, it was 12 points, and then what?
And then the duck needs to make a save. Just a second. It needs to make a dex save of 12.
Do. Hang on, wrong things.
And either take 12 damage or 6, depending on if it failed. Of fire.
It failed to
so 12
save.
fire damage as well.
So 12 and 12. All right.
He's just like rose duck. Potentially.
Yep. Why is? Oh my god. It's not letting me pull up the things really quickly. It's like doing the silly thing where it's like, you can't minimize this window anymore. No, we don't want to do that. Here we go. This was yeah, okay. That will drop it. Yes, it will. It gets, there is a scent of singed feathers and a gush of blood that quickly vanishes because you probably...
All that's left is a cartoon like chicken leg or duck leg, and Flame just gonna start snacking on it because she didn't get pizza.
Yep. You have the amulet back. You have a dead duck. The other ducks hear this awful strangled sound as the duck dies.
And you can still.
And they turn and stare at you. All of their attention is on you. It is fixated on you. The conversation with Luna and whatever's happening with Ranva, no, it's on you. They're all staring. And they're silent.
I feel like that may have been a mistake.
I told it to let go. Also, this is pretty good. Lark, want to bite?
Amy.
Yeah, I'll probably eat that, yeah.
How many minutes has this been going on?
Probably like a couple, like it's been a few minutes now because like
So
with talking and interacting, like I'd say maybe 5 minutes total. Like it's.
Okay. I want to know, with my know my enemy thing, for every minute of observation, their constitution, strength, armor class, and hit points of all of these ducks.
Okay. I will send you that real quick
Okay.
once I.
Oh
I
my
like that
God.
this determines that I like that this means that you've determined that the ducks are your enemy.
Gosh.
I feel like at
You're
this
like,
point,
you know what?
Luna is
I'm
now
not gonna-
sitting
I'm
like
not gonna risk
cross-legged
this.
on her broom, trying
Okay.
to like make little outfits for her duck.
Sorry, it was the hit points.
AC, strength,
Okay.
and constitution. Because these aren't normal.
You said the hit points, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Apologies for the clicky clackies.
Never apologize.
I figured the first minute was just being like, what is this? Like, what the hell? And then he's
Strength.
just been sitting back and
I know
watching.
you've literally just said it again, but my brain just went no.
All good. Strength, constitution,
Oh, it was
AC,
con.
and hit points.
Okay, that's the one I was missing.
This is great.
Okay.
Oh my god, deviled eggs.
Oh my
Yes.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness. Okay.
Oh. I mean, that seems about normal for a duck.
Space ducks.
No, it actually, I would expect those kinds of stats from duck. Interesting.
It is
Okay.
still very windy.
Yeah.
I'm just confused and a little unnerved and looking at the quietness and being like, what is going on?
Quack. 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 They start quack. Quack. Sort of like increasing, multiple start quacking. And they're staring at Flame. And it gets
Flame's gonna
louder, and
hand
more of them are going there quack, quack, quack.
the amulet
quack.
to Lark. Keep this safe. Lark.
What? What is
Your
it?
brother.
What am I doing?
She's giving back
thank you,
the
thank you.
amulet.
And
I'm gonna hide it on my person.
okay.
I'm gonna back up.
sort of like a quack, 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 like ominous, like as it starts, like all of them, the swarm of them, and
what is going on? Can you still understand them, Randva? What are they saying? I'm a bit concerned now.
1 sec.
That's a good question, actually. What if I can still understand them? What are they?
Yeah, you
saying?
can. I have just pinged you.
Oh dear. Hang on.
Concerned flame noises.
Flame. How
Yeah,
quickly
oui?
can you run?
Very fast. Why?
Demonstrate.
Okay.
What? What's going on? What?
Flame's gonna
so-
run.
All that's left of
gonna
Flame
book
is
it.
a dust cloud.
Yep.
As Flame runs, I'm gonna spend a key point, use my feline agility thing, and run 270 feet away and around.
All right.
Because that's what Flame can do at this level now.
Zoomies goodbye. So Flame has definitely
Zoomed
escaped.
out of here.
The ducks make a motion to follow, and then they're like, oh no, and she's gone.
Where did
Luna's gonna go back
Right.
to offering the duck she's got treats.
It turns and looks. No, I need you to imagine like those really round white ducks with like the orange yellow bill, but the
Peak
bee like
ducks.
just like peak duck.
You're talking the pathetic duck, right?
Like they look so cute and
Hold
sweet.
on.
The duckiest of ducks.
The duckiest
Hold
of
on.
ducks.
I will. I'm gonna pull up a meme for you. We keep talking.
Yep. And they don't. They just turn back and they're snacking.
You mean this duck?
Well, not quite, but that. Yeah,
This duck?
yeah, that's
He's a
the
very
one.
polite boy, and he just
very
wants to
polite.
ask you a question.
What?
Yes, that is the duck.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Excellent.
That is the duck.
Pathetic.
It's so sweet. And so they're there now that the threat has gone. They turn back. Some couple of them are looking confused and inquiring about. Yeah. They're like quack quack. Inquiring like where the shiny, the offering. This mumbling. They're looking
Holding up
around.
Pizza again. Pizza offering.
Do you want to do a persuasion?
Sure. Rabbit's terrible at this. Wait, is this persuasion or is this animal handling?
Well,
Either
you're
way, I
speaking-
rolled less
We
than
don't
10.
It does not seem to persuade them, sadly.
Yeah, understandable. I rolled a 3 on persuasion, so no.
Yeah. They don't seem convinced. But the one in the one that Luna's holding has returned to help with offerings. Seems very repetitive. It doesn't like these are very one-track-minded ducks. Go figure.
Okay.
They seem very determined to do some sort of offering
Can you
thing.
ask them what sort of offering and where?
So before they answered before, because you had asked that, they got interrupted by that whole thing, and they're like, Chinese? Food? Life? Souls?
Offerings to whom?
To the big? To the great one? Great one.
Oh, they're doing sacrificial offerings to some great big elder terrifying beastie.
Isn't that usually the way that it is with these type of things?
Yes, ducks are beings of pure delight. Definitely not evil.
There is a duck at Lark's foot, just staring up at him. It's doing that thing where it nuzzles its beak against like the edge of your pant leg. It's kind of like wop wop wop. Staring.
Hi, duck. This isn't the one that I ate a piece of, is it?
No.
Okay. What?
It's just
What do you want, duck?
I think that they want the shiny thing, or perchance all of our lives.
Yeah, you're not eating my brother's
Or
soul.
food.
I'm sorry.
and that's when you hear it. The honk.
What was that?
I don't.
You must
Ooh.
come.
How
Let's
far
go.
away did,
We go.
Did Flame go? And it wasn't that direction, right?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Well, I think it's time that we made our exit.
Yeah, that's.
Being
That's-
conveniently a fantastic space pirate dwarf ranger, I'm covered in bees. I would like to use my bees to fly above the sea of ducks and float my way
Okay.
carefully out of here on a cloud of
I'm
bees.
gonna float a little higher as well.
Okay, cool.
And try and leave with my duck.
Yep. You have that one's actually perfectly content to stay in your hands, and it continues to stare at you. It's actually kind of like adoringly now that because it can understand you. Really. Yep.
Excellent.
I'm ready whenever you need it.
Yep.
Can I thoroughly try and charm it?
Yeah.
Like
you can
without
keep
like
sweet-talking
spells, but with like just persuasion or something? I'll be like, stay with me forever.
Yeah, it
Seduce
seems pretty down with that.
I have a
it
charisma of
does-
18, so I think I'm probably pretty sparkly to this duck.
It's kind of like quacking away, like quietly, like kind of. It's like, oh, I need to. You must see the Great One. You must get the blessings. You are friends. Come.
All right.
And it will kind of like poke you and be like that way. It's like,
I will float in the direction it wants me to go.
okay.
This is probably not smart, but I'm gonna do it.
Leads you further into
We're all going to be killed by ducks.
leading further into the forest.
I will continue.
Where's the map?
Uh,
I will follow Ranva.
I don't know what we're doing. This duck keeps looking at me.
Luna seems to be floating towards the scary honk. I was planning to float away from the scary honk.
Let's float away from the
Luna?
scary honk.
So Luna's a little bit higher, so you can see down. You can see like there is like the cluster. So you have actually like part of that swarm of ducks is starting to like follow you, like that thing where like a bunch of them follow and then a couple start straggling after. Like they've kind of followed. They're like, okay, yes, we follow.
Does this seem like something potentially from like Fey Touched or like Feywild? 'Cause I'm more likely to recognize that because of my Feywild connection of being Feylost background.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it does not seem to be Fey.
Nuts.
Sadly.
Ducks.
Lark, it's pulling at your leg. It's like pulling, like getting more insistent, like pulling you towards the direction that the rest are going.
Okay, I'm coming. Jeez.
Flame?
Duck is pushy.
Flame slowly is snuck back
Yep.
through the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oui? She puts her head through a bush. Oui?
Hello. Some sort of
bonjour.
super duck, I believe.
What?
A super duck. Dwarf.
Are you being stealthy?
Yes, Flame was trying to be very stealthy.
Yes. Give me a stealth
Stealth?
roll,
Okay.
please.
That is going to be a 19
Okay.
for stealth.
They don't seem to notice you.
So instead of doing what we're supposed to, we're going to be following these random ducks.
You're very insistent.
Is the direction that they're trying to lead us in the direction that we should be going on the treasure map, or completely incorrect?
But we got a $50 donation to Paradoxical Ghoul from Christa.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh no.
Thank you. Was there anything to go with that?
There was nothing said, so,
Okay.
she's DMing you.
Okay. On
I would like to tie a ribbon around my duck's neck.
you
With
can
a
do
cute
so.
little bow.
It looks very cute. Very dapper. It's
Excellent.
excellent. It kind of like straightens up a bit, little like perks up. Looks very proud.
It's 'cause you're special.
I'll
So-
tell it in Infernal.
If Ranva, do you want to take another look at the map and kind of just give it a try and do some coordinate, figure out where things are going?
I have an 11.
Okay. It seems to be in the same general direction. I mean, it's that clearly marks the path, but you're still kind of going the same way. It's just that path marked like a couple curves around, and actually, it kind of avoid. Actually, this might actually be a shortcut. Actually,
Let's do a little beard.
it's a little more like
movement.
straight. Yeah, more from point A to B.
This might actually be a shortcut, Sammy. Dwarf.
Those who are up above and are paying attention will start to see that there is other small groups of ducks, like kind of like heading in the same direction, but they're also sort of staying separate.
Right.
So,
Let's go then.
what? Flame is again hiding and whispering. So, we're not going for treasure, we're going to follow these ducks?
They are going in the right direction.
Oh,
I have a very
Okay.
silly question.
Mhm.
For an attempted disguise, I feel like for Writhing Tide, I typically cannot carry an additional person. But could I cover a particularly nefarious cat in bees so that they don't quite look like a person? And then walk instead?
Sure. I think there's gonna need to be some deception here going on.
Oh yes, almost certainly.
Yeah.
Use your plan B.
May I assist on this? Be like,
Yeah,
no,
go
no,
for
this
it.
bee needs to go over here.
Okay.
I have no
That-
idea
that
this is even
sounds good,
happening,
that
so I'm not gonna help.
Am I doing deception on this one? Probably.
Yeah, because you're doing the disguise.
I rolled a 19. That
I think you're.
That means
With
Miss
18
Altatar, she
on
needs to
deception,
be a
pretty good.
believable design.
Yeah,
Oh,
it has to
um,
be
Believable.
Believable.
Be a believable.
exactly.
So despite my -1, I actually have an 18.
With that,
Okay.
was that with advantage from me?
Oh, you know
Oh yeah,
what?
you're helping.
Somehow it was not, because now I rolled a 20, so I have a 19.
Oh, there we go. All right, I know there's a
Goodness.
bee filter on this.
Is there a bee
That'd be amazing
filter?
if there was.
There's a flower filter.
I know there's a flower. I was just
They
wondering if there's
messaged
a
you in Discord.
bee.
Okay.
We can put some plants and stuff on your face, generally disguise you as a shambling plant. That sounds good. Cover you in bees, which is what would be on plants. Like,
There we go.
that sounds very, very sensible.
There we go.
Here's some makeup to help make it look more like a flower that he'll take out of his own little kit.
Well, you look beautiful. And I'm sure no ducks will murder you in a massive, terrifying hellswarm for the moment.
Okay.
Merci.
You successfully conceal yourself from the bees. They don't seem to with the bees. They don't seem to have that sort of they're not really good at identifying people, so like yeah. You've covered up the ear features with bees, so seems to be working. Okay. Well, as you're going, you kind of get into a rhythm as you move, and there's sort of like a kind of like a quacking, like almost like a chant, like a, you know, like in Scouts when you're going on a trail and you got those trail chants, like where are we
Yes.
going kind of thing. Like yeah, it's kind of like that.
Sorry.
So it's just quacking, and then occasionally there's a honk, kind of like punctuate it, like that's the call and response type thing. Yeah.
Quack,
And-
quack, 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 quack.
You know what? Quack it. I'm gonna try and quack in rhythm with them.
Mhm.
I will quack infernally with them.
You know what? As this is happening, you feel united as part of maybe part of the team.
Oh, that's a nice feeling.
You feel like you belong, like it's kind of uplifting the spirit, and is that you sort of an ephemeral figure appears, kind of walking alongside you,
Quack.
and you hear, "A team isn't a bunch of kids out to win. A team is something you belong to, something you feel, something you have to earn."
Quack.
I feel like
And
I
when the
earned
wind
this through
blows-
snacks.
When the wind blows hard and the sky is black, ducks fly together.
I mean,
Quack.
yeah.
Quack! Quack! Yeah.
Quack.
I mean, if Flame wants to hide, I can polymorph her into a duck.
Quack! Quack!
Oh, that might be a better
Oh my
disguise
God.
than the beautiful job that we've done.
What are you guys talking about?
The
Ducks.
ducks, they
Do you
seem
think
very
Flame
mighty.
would
We all
make a good duck
quacked
for a little bit?
together.
It's
Might
sort
hide
of
her
a,
better.
like a ghostly figure of a humanoid? Yeah. It's got like a... Hold on, I need to... Let me just...
Yeah, I know.
You know what's
I-
happening?
do it?
It's one of the only
Can you do
movies
it?
I watched when I was really small.
Can you help me with this a little bit? Because,
What do you need? What do you need?
Not much.
Not
with
much, okay.
detail.
Okay.
But I do kind of remember some of it.
Wait, is this what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
It would be mighty
it-
interesting if it was.
Is
Okay,
this
hold on.
person wearing like one of those puffy varsity jackets?
Probably.
It's like a... Yeah, it's like a it's a one color on the body. The sleeves are a different color. It's kind of
Does
got
this
like a...
dude look like he might be related to someone who has tiger blood?
I don't know.
Just
He's got like a denim blue shirt going on, like a button up. Yeah, like a...
Krista says glorious head of hair, and he absolutely is in chat.
he absolutely is
There we go.
related to someone with tiger's blood.
Okay. Yeah. And
Someone who's always winning.
don't be careless, but don't be too careful either. And
That was the most generic advice ever.
and you just feel this
How did I understand that? I don't speak Abyssal.
but you felt the team
Team spirit.
It's infernal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not actually abyssal.
I don't speak either.
Oh.
Where'd Sammy go? Sammy? Sammy!
Um
I think he went for a washroom break.
Always hunt. I mean, does he have to do that anymore?
I
thought
guess.
they did.
I mean, he went behind that tree there, so.
He might be just eating a squirrel or something, or a duck. Did he take a duck with him?
It's kind of hard to tell. There are a lot of ducks. Hey, you're back. When'd you get back?
did any of you count the ducks? And someone try to count them?
I will try to count the ducks.
Okay.
I rolled a 13 minus 1 to count the ducks. A 12 to count the ducks. Oh, wait, no, it's an ability check. I rolled
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
13
say.
to count the ducks.
As far as you can tell, no ducks are missing.
No, checks out. There's the same number of ducks.
Um
Thankfully, they're all in a row. It's very easy to tell now.
honestly, actually they're kind of like in like lines at this point. Like it's very
Are they
orderly.
in ranks?
Uh,
Like a phalanx of ducks?
as you progress, yeah, it seems like that's what it's turning into, because it started off as just like a swarm, and now it's orderly. And occasionally, again, there's that punctuation with the honks. And as you go, you're making it further and further into this terrain, and you're seeing hearing more pitter-patters of the little flapping feet on stone and rock and dirt. And in the distance, you can see another group of them through a clearing, and there are so many ducks.
So little time.
All right. Since we have now approached duckening, chat. To enter the giveaway, type !duckening into the chat for a chance to win a Norse Foundry gift card.
The
Ooh.
duckening is upon us.
Oh, exclamation mark duckening?
If
Is
you
that-
are
okay.
a
Wait, are
moderator
team
in this
members
game,
allowed
Moderators
to-
do not have entries, but everybody else will get an
so
entry if you type
unfortunately,
that.
your
Ooh,
mod
la,
privileges
la.
will deny it.
I'm doomed.
Unless-
Doomed.
You want me to demod you, Mills?
No, I'm cool with it. I'm cool
Okay.
with it. I would rather other people win it too. They're just really nice dice, and I
They are
encourage y'all to
super
type exclamation mark
nice.
ducking
I was
if you
waiting for
like
something to
D&D.
happen where I was like, I could come up with a good giveaway
Ooh.
word.
Good,
A
yes.
quick thank you to Norse Foundry, who are the ones who got us our fancy Dork Tales dice.
Yes, they
originally,
do some
which-
absolutely gorgeous dice. These are the metal ones.
Mhm.
But you will,
Oh, I
if you
can't
win,
actually show
you'll be
mine because I'm using a
receiving,
blue screen,
I believe, a
Mm.
$25 gift card for Norse
which
Foundry
is a
product.
portion of
My
these
dice.
days.
That's pretty fancy.
Yep.
Yeah, well, if I have to reach mine, because I'm not using them because they roll well. For extra life, I roll my extra life die.
Here we go. Is it invisible? It's pretty much invisible.
It's pretty invisible.
Except for the yellow. The yellow is pretty visible.
Oh, because you had to switch to blue screen, didn't you?
I did, yes, because I'm very green,
Yep.
and it was
You would
not
vanish.
easy.
You didn't want to be. Didn't want to do a stealth check, like all forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just teeth and eyes. It was pretty scary for a bit.
It was, to be honest, deeply terrifying.
Yeah, it was-
a
it was-
fundamental
it was-
alarming
Fair enough.
experience.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put it
Yeah.
back on?
No.
Maybe if we turn you invisible and we wish to suffer, sure.
Or someone donates.
$150, and I'll spend the rest of the game in tooth and eye mode.
No.
God.
No.
As so Sammy rejoins the crew.
Do you still have to pee?
Or did you drink a duck?
Oh no,
Sammy,
I just used a tree.
yeah, but like, do you still have to do that now that you've got your, your drinking problem?
Oh, wait, my drinking problem?
Yeah, you know, man, like, thinking, because like, we went out drinking at like Brawls Rock, and I got the blood wine, and you just were like, "I'll take that, but hold the wine." It's kind of weird, but I thought about it for a bit, and I rubbed my rock for a while, and I think I figured it out. Because you're like,
Wait, you did?
you're like a
That's-
kinky bastard, aren't you?
These are some really personal questions.
This
I
explains
don't
why
even
you're
know you that
banned.
well.
All the
I
rock
feel like
rubbing.
I know you pretty well, but okay.
I
Fine,
feel like that's rude.
hurtful.
We've been through a lot together at this point. I think
Like-
we know each other very well at this point.
We've known each other for almost like what, a month now? Like that's a long time.
Has it been a
That's
month?
longer than I knew my parents.
All right. Fair.
I see you like a father figure.
That's why you don't listen.
It's not my
Honestly,
fault
no,
you can't
no,
take the
that
mustache
no,
seriously.
that's not the father problem. I have a problem too. He's like herding cats, and I would know.
Why
Both
are there
of
so
you
many
just
ducks around here?
have flashbacks to the Tabaxi kittens. You have to look after.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yeah, Tabaxi
ladies
kittens
at the
are kinda-
orphanage said that I had like what? Oh, wait, sorry, a
Renva,
disorder.
if you look at the are you still tracking the map? I'm guessing you're probably like checking it relatively periodically.
Oh yeah,
Attention
they're like
deflection
drawing little
disorder?
footprints on the map as we
Oh, yeah.
go. Still.
Okay. Well,
Arthur Dent disorder.
and you're seeing that if you go like, oh, actually, there's kind of like, it looks like there maybe that's probably a cavern, like a cave, like, or it's like a circle. It's like a pond or something.
A spooky hole.
It's kind of hard to tell. Like none of these, there's no legend on the map, so you're kind of having to decipher everything. People have been like, yeah, and
A spooky hole sounds interesting.
yeah, but that does seem to be where the duck swarms are headed. But the X is kind of like just like on the other side. So actually, this is like kind of in the right direction. Cool. It works out.
So I will, like reaffirm to everyone that we're taking a shortcut here.
Yeah. And as you
Perhaps not to eat any ducks.
and as you say that, And as you are going through, the sort of the woodland and the terrain kind of clears open, like the big rocks and the trees and everything, and the kind of like opens up into a clearing. And that actually, and then you see before you not just like grass. Well, no, sorry, not grass. It's just like rock, bare. Maybe there's a little bit of like trying to be grass. Better than anywhere else. Then it's actually doing pretty well comparatively. And then it goes to the edge, and there's like a pond, like the water, and that spreads out, and there's this big, open, huge lake that all the ducks are coming up to the edge, and they are standing, and they are looking into the lake. Some of them are stopping on the edge. Some of them are actually entering and swimming in, and then dropping something, and then coming back out.
Oh, we're probably supposed to make offerings to their spooky duck god in the spooky hole. Food or blood or souls, those sort of things.
Can we pass on that?
Luna will drop a flower in.
It floats on the surface.
Very nice.
And it's actually, it's quite reflective. You can't really see in. You see yourself when you look down, like it's very like ripples of reflections. It's like, it's quite a cool effect. So it just sits there, and then it sinks really quickly. Just like something like grabbed it and pulled it under.
Well, let's do the same with the
liked
crust
it.
of a pizza slice.
Okay. Just dropped in.
Mm-hmm.
And it floats for a moment, and then shloop, gets dragged in.
I'm not sure if
Do
we
any
all
of the
need to do
ducks
this in ons.
swim in there?
The ones that you see going in are actually like they'll go in and they'll drop something, like more closer to the center, and then they'll swim back out.
Do any of them
Redoing
get
their
sucked down?
You watch a couple of them do this because they're doing it kind of like in like a regular chain, like it's kind of pretty consistent. No, none of them are getting sucked down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, cool. Shall we keep going? Okay,
This
we've
lake, is this where the treasure's supposed to be? Like, how close
yeah.
are we?
No, it's a little bit further in the direction we were going.
I'm gonna talk to my duck in Infernal. And just okay, so we made some offerings. We're gonna go get treasure though. Do you wanna come with? I would like it if you came with.
Quack, quack.
Does it seem
Seems amenable.
accepting?
Mhm.
Okay.
But it will, as you are walking, because you can easily walk around the edge of the thing, and there's like, looks like there's like a.
Oh, I'm
you
still
can't really see
floating.
the other side. Oh yeah. Okay.
Luna's lazy, so she's gonna ride her broom.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, this is just a lot of ominous vibes, I guess.
There's a lot of ominous duck vibes. I'm gonna sneak in the back and just watch.
Okay.
And just keep my eyes open. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna sneak to the
Okay.
bathroom.
So this is all very like ritualistic, and some of the other ducks, the ones that were not with you when you arrived, are starting to give you questioning looks.
Quack. And follow along.
Yeah.
Try and go around.
I speak loudly Infernal of, oh, we're just friendly and gave a hand and we're just gonna keep going.
Very cheerful
them-
and friendly and
Some of them
bubbly
give
and-
you suspicious looks. They look at the duck in your hand that you're holding.
Oh, we're friends now.
persuasion.
Yeah. Okay.
Do
Give
you
me
need me to roll?
Yeah, give me a general one, just to see if do it with advantage, because you have a duck that's friendly with you already.
Okay, so Krista's dice
Yep.
rolled in that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make it focus.
Yeah.
The extra life die rolled
Is
in
it-
nat 20.
Oh my god.
As I said, chaos dice.
Yep, sure is. Yeah, so they seem to be accepting of you. They seem to be watching, but they're watching the others with you. It's like they seem to be expecting something.
Oh, they're friendly too.
I'll call out an infernal. And just like
Somebody know what she's saying to them?
No idea. I'm hoping she's not selling our souls.
Because it sounds like she's selling our souls.
Oh, totally. I am very concerned.
Isn't that right?
We do probably all need to make an offering.
Oh.
I think it's great that I
a
look
little bit more
sweet,
pizza in the box if you
sweet
need
and
some.
flowery and shiny and sparkly, and then infernal comes out of my mouth.
Yep, it's beautiful. I
Great.
love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there stroking the duck's chest like I have a white cat in my arms.
Yeah. Good. Beautiful.
So is
Yeah.
being a Bond villain all that it's quacked up to be?
Oh.
I'm enjoying it. Being an unexpected Bond villain.
Dun.
Accidental Bond villain. What's got the? Sorry, I'm just gonna double check all your passives.
Hey, I'll take
Imagine
out.
having good perception while being a ranger. Could be done.
I'll take out a flask.
Yeah.
And open it up a little bit and try and throw that into the water.
So you're trying to like sprinkle it in, like not actually
Yeah.
throw the flask. You're trying to like sprinkle.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you?
It was blood.
Okay. Cool.
It's food.
Yeah. Cool. It quickly disperses into the water, and
Then back away quickly.
and the parts where it just starts dispersing, like so, it's like it kind of bubbles a bit and like steams. And it goes back to being quiet. It's fine. No further reaction. So is Flame or Lark trying to put anything in, or you just kind of go around?
Flame's going to toss the. Flame's gonna toss the leg bone from the duck in the pond.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Good to know.
Probably fine.
Oh yeah, totally. She's like, she like sucks it dry and goes.
Cool.
Why did we even disguise you?
Right?
It gets sucked in. It floats for it floats for a second, and then gets sucked in.
That's good, right? That's a good thing, right? That's
Totally.
ashes to ashes, ducks to ducks.
And as you're kind of progressing around and like making your way to the other side to where the destination on your map is, first Luna's gonna notice it. Towards this in the center, like the pond is starting to like ripple a little bit, just a tiny bit, like just barely noticeable. And then then Sammy will notice, and then
I speed up my pace immediately.
and as it starts getting more like rough, like waves, like it's not. Once it gets to the point where you're actually like seeing small light waves lapping up against the edge, starting from the center of the pond, that's when Flame and like Lark and Ranva will notice it, and it starts roiling and just like
Oh, that might have not.
aggressively splashing water.
That was
up
probably
onto the
not a good
sides.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'll throw a copper coin in just to... Maybe this will settle it down. Nope. Well, well, I'm not giving 2. I'm not making money.
Well, that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, that's
And,
honestly it is.
what's like marching order here, kind of like around the edge? Because like there's not. So I know Luna's floating. I'm guessing Luna's not going over the lake though. No, okay.
I don't want to risk it.
Also fair.
I'm not
And-
that curious about what's in there.
And so then there's just ducks in swarms, and then you've got like the occasional like you actually can now see the like larger figure of goose, like geese, more like kind of sentinels around the edge, kind of just keeping order. And there's actually a couple like just really big chonky ducks too. Like they're just like they're not goose level, but they are, and they're very judgmental. They're watching you.
Snacks for all.
So who's closest to the lake, do you think? Or like,
I was trying to go around it
Now.
to keep
Yeah.
going away.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Raven's probably not too far away either. Maybe just behind Lark.
Yeah, probably. She's
Okay.
keeping
I
a
guess
distance,
Flame,
but
you did just throw a bone in.
I did. Depending on how far away I needed to be to launch that, but Flame is keeping her distance because she knows that this is a not great.
That you have doomed us all.
Oh, totally. She's a cat, man. That's what she does.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. That's the one that's happening there. Yep. Very, very quickly, you don't even see it coming, a very large tentacle emerges from the pond and grabs,
That's no duck.
I think it, was Randa closest? No. Who's
Lark was closest.
I think Lark was
Okay,
closest, followed by Ranva.
Lark was the one who just threw in the coin. Okay, it actually will, like, as he turns, if he tries to, like, turn to, like, go, it will grab him and, like, just, like, grapple and latch on.
All right, does it hit me?
I need to math that because these are numbers and I wasn't mathing.
It's fine. Mathing is hard.
Does a 35 hit?
A 35?
Yeah.
What day is it?
Saturday?
It would not hit on a Friday, but on a Saturday it hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it does.
Lark!
Sec.
It hit me so hard I'm blurry.
I mean, fair. That's
I mean,
a
you're
hard
moving
hit.
very fast. It's grabbing you.
Whoa,
Okay.
I'm back in focus.
27 bludgeoning damage as it grabs you and you are grappled.
I don't like this. 27, that's a decent amount.
Yeah, and it grabs and can't do. Okay, you can do one of those. So it has grabbed you and is holding on, and you cannot move. And I would love it if you could all roll me initiative because this is the time.
Oh boy, this is the time when we roll.
This is the place.
This is
and
the
I
time.
rolled.
I've got a 6 with a
Just
nat
put that
1.
in chat.
Beautiful.
Oof.
Why am I just
Oof.
okay?
The chonky extra life die betrayed me.
Oh, okay.
Dun,
So that's
dun,
that.
dun.
I sure just left the window of the thing that I needed. Where is your thing? I guess it's just that. Okay. That's fine. So, okay, Wolf. Oh yeah, Flame's way at the top there. Okay.
Yo. She's going to probably just shake off the bees and be like, "Go back to Ravna. She will need you."
Nice.
Okay. Why am I reading numbers completely wrong? There we go. Oh, those guys. Here we go. And then Luna is coming in at last, I think. Okay. So Flame.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A tentacle has grappled Lark.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Very not happy. How far away is Lark from me?
Maybe like you seem like you were keeping relatively close together, so I would say probably
Yeah.
no more than probably like 10 feet, 15.
Sweet. Okay. Flame is going to use a key point to activate her Fangs of the Fire Snake, which give me a reach of 10 feet with my unarmed strikes for the rest of the turn. And it deals fire damage now. And it can also deal. Okay, so and then Flame is going to take some attacks at this bad tentacle monster thingy. So I do believe I get 2 attacks at this level. I think. You have 2 attacks at 5th?
Think. You get extra attack, yeah? Think.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, it's been a while since I've played a monk.
What are you asking about?
Do monks get 2 attacks at level? Monks get 2 attacks, or just get 1?
Yeah. Yeah, level 7? Yeah. Well, you're level 6, you get 2 attacks, and if you spend Flurry of Blows, you get 2 more attacks, or you can offhand attack for a third one as your bonus action without Flurry of Blows.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I will start with 2 attacks and see what I'm gonna do.
And you can spend Stunning Strike after you see if you hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I think so.
So, does an 11 hit?
No.
Right.
Does not.
So the 1 doesn't, but then the 12 plus 8 for a dirty 20. I'm
That will
assuming
hit.
hits.
Yep.
Cool. I will spend a key point to do an additional 1d10 on that as well. Fire damage. And then I will also do another key point to make it save for a stunning strike. So it needs to make a con save.
Okay.
It only has a DC of 12, so it probably won't work, but we will try.
Nat 1.
Oh, it is Amy's dice, so...
Con save, 11.
It's stunned!
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, everybody hit triangle for an all-out attack.
Right? Okay, so it's gonna
Alright,
take...
Matching it.
Baby.
11 plus 7 is 18 points of fire damage. I'm gonna spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows as a bonus action, because now I get advantage on those attacks.
Do it.
Okay, so 19 plus 8 definitely hits. And then a 13 plus 8 is 21, which also hits, so 2 more things. So it's just 2d6 fire damage. I won't spend things to make it go, because I could use... I guess it probably doesn't count. Oh, I have advantage. I get to do sneak attack as well on one of these attacks.
And so what types of damage were they again?
So it's gonna be fire.
Okay, fire, yeah.
So it's gonna be 10 plus 8 and 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I'm doing another d6 worth of sneak attack damage, which is 6. That's nice. So yeah, so another 6 points of... Is sneak attack just what you cast? Like...
What do you mean? It's just a d6.
Yeah, it's just a d6. But is it blood? Is it
Like
slashing
damage type?
Yeah.
Because
My attacks are now fire with my key. So would it also be fire?
I would assume yes.
Sweet. So
think.
another 6 fire damage
Yeah.
to that. That is bonus action. And it is now stunned until the end of my next turn.
And so stun means it cannot move or
or speak, and all dex and strength checks automatically fail, which means that I don't even have to roll to get out of its grasp, but I
Yep.
do have to spend my action doing it.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it. That's cool. Okay, so that is that. I think that means it is now Lark's turn.
She hisses at it.
Thanks, baby. And I'm gonna get out of its grasp and just kind of, excuse me, pardon me. And what can I do as a bonus action? I guess I can't attack it as a bonus action.
Can't you do an offhand strike with a bonus attack? Or is that only when you do an attack?
You
have to
only
do.
when you do a
Okay.
basic attack, right?
You are right.
So-
Yeah.
Ooh, I guess he can. I mean, he could rage, but
I mean, you could start rage because then it means that next time you don't have to
wanna
engage.
rage. I mean, yeah, you know what? I'll just get. Thanks. Hold on. All right. I guess. All right. I like to rage now. You know.
I love that description.
Did I? Hold on. Oh yes, you are correct, Ranva. I had not actually. I
Oh
looked
no,
at
no.
it.
I mean, I typed it because it's totally fine. Just throw me in later.
Yeah, you can go. You go right
Sorry,
now.
after you.
No. Lark, you're doing stuff. Do your stuff.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not doing anything important, really. I'm just raging.
You are doing. You're doing Angie smash stuff. All right, fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty angry.
So then I think
Very
a random
ragey.
turn would involve summoning the Uber Bee.
Okay. What is
Because
that?
Summon Beast is pretty great in 5e. You
What?
summon like the spiritual form of a bestial creature,
Right. Okay.
and you can give it different you can make it an air thing or a land or a water thing. So in this case, it is a massive bee, which is an air creature.
Nice.
It's honestly
amazing.
not very good, but I kind of love it as a thing. And it gets a tiny
Love it.
turn after mine, which it can use to headbutt stuff. Or do whatever feels more accurate. But it's basically just a 5-foot bee cube.
It's amazing.
Maybe
Okay.
it's just a Minecraft bee.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
That's
sense.
amazing.
Regardless,
God.
I kind of love it.
Mhm.
And then I will use a bonus action to put poison on one of my arrows because I took the poisoner feat. And then I would like to shoot an arrow at this critter, giant
Okay.
tentacle thing.
Yeah. So right now you can just see the tentacle. And
With advantage.
Oh, nice.
Yes, because it's
Advantage is pretty
stunned.
good. I have a 29 to hit.
that will hit.
So then it needs to make a DC 14 con save.
Okay.
See if I can find my D8.
Do, 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 do. Sorry. What was a DC? What con save?
Nah, it's only DC 14.
Okay, that's a pass then.
Okay, sweet. That's going to take regulation bow damage, which
And
is...
you took was it a magical bow?
Yeah, it's a +1
Yes,
magical bow.
Okay. Cool.
So this is... Oh my gosh, my brain just failed at math. Only 12 damage.
Okay.
But it is some.
Yeah.
And then the Uber Bee will act following me.
Okay.
Now, I wish it gave me like a nice pop-up when you pressed cast on summoning something here on the school program. That'd be nice. Well, oh my gosh. Now it's like, did you mean speak with animals? No, I did not.
Did you mean speak?
Okay, so spell attack modifier to hit. So the Uber Bee is just going to fly towards the tentacle and angrily headbutt it while being an angry cube of bee murder.
Okay.
It has a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Well, the bee will be very mad about this.
Kind of
It's quite.
I feel like the bees like swarm and then the tentacles kind of like
Oh my gosh! I completely forgot. The bees also actually do a thing. It's
Okay,
so
yeah, what do the bees
ridiculous
do?
build.
So many
so
bees.
on my attack, the bees
So
also can
many
do 1d6 damage to the
bees.
thing that I did damage. So they will
Okay.
fire their stingers at it dramatically for 4 additional bee damage.
Yes.
But the Uber bee,
damage.
however, which is separate from the other bees because
Yeah.
being a ranger is great, does
Amazing.
very little of effect other than be an adorable cube.
excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay.
Nice.
So that's you, and then we are done. Oh, okay. So it is stunned and and you stunned until flames next turn. So that'll be
Yeah.
unless there's something. Let me double check what I'm reading here.
The Uber bee.
Uber bee is
Uber
great. I
bee.
love that. Okay. Yep, that's that thing. And then this guy will go. And there is a surge of somewhere else in the water. as a is anyone like 5 feet from the water?
I'm like,
Since you got back.
yeah. I'm on the squid thing.
Yeah, all right, cool. You didn't get away. Okay. Does a Does a dirty 20 hit? Yeah, yes. Or just. Okay. You Okay. That thing. That is a 12 bludgeoning damage, my friend.
To me?
As a giant... It's not an octopus, but it looks like it should be kind of an octopus. It makes a quacking noise as it leaps out and grabs you with its tentacles.
Wait, does it
But it's-
grapple me again?
This is a different one. This is something else.
Oh.
Yes, it's smaller. These are smaller tentacles.
And it hit and grappled?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's the Quackins.
All right. I will take half damage from my rage then.
Yep.
Ooh,
Cool.
smart.
So that's that one. Sammy, it's your turn.
Sammy is going to turn around and say, fuck this, and as he's about to leave, he just hears Lark's voice in his head.
Duck this.
Oh, duck this, my bad.
Ha.
But he's gonna hear just Lark's voice in his head. You're kind of like a father figure. Be like,
Nice.
Like a father figure. You're kind of like a father figure. You're
Oh
kind of
my
like a father
God.
figure. You're kind of like a father figure.
so he's gonna
You
just
mean
be
Lark
like,
the horns.
he'll turn around and he'll look at you like Lark getting attacked and be like, don't just stand there yelling, attack it! And I'm going to make an attack towards it with my crossbow and use Commander's Strike to give up my second attack to give Lark an attack with advantage because of Stunning Fist. So you also get sneak attack and you have +6 to the bonus or to your attack roll.
Okay, so that's gonna be a +6 to the attack?
On top of with advantage, yeah.
Holy balls, that's gonna be a 24 to hit. Does that hit?
Oh, this uses your reaction though.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're using your reaction to smack this thing? That's what's happening?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, 24 will hit, yes. Absolutely.
Okay, this thing is going to then take... I'm going to use sneak attack.
Okay.
Nope.
And
Once
that means
per
that's going
turn.
Yep, that's going to be 12, 17, 19, 21, 25 points of piercing damage.
Dang.
25? Okay.
25, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe more. At least 25. We'll just put it
Okay.
that way.
Okay. That gets a good chunk out of it. You carve part of it out.
And does a 23 hit?
Yes.
All right. That will be 20 points of piercing damage because I only added +5
Okay.
as sharpshooter, and then yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Ouch. Okay.
It's like, keep doing that. Hit it harder, boy.
Working all right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I just realized I started mathing in opposite ways, and this doesn't actually make any sense if I do it that way. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Ha!
Did you add your rage bonus, Kelly?
Yes, I
Your
did.
damage.
Yes, I
Nice.
did. Yes,
Cool.
I did.
Nice.
Thank you for
Uh,
double checking since I always bug you.
Sammy.
Yeah, it's fine. It's easy.
Okay, and
to
now it
forget.
is Luna.
Myth Moonglow.
Okay. All right. So what am I seeing at this point?
So-
So much has been happening.
Yeah, so
Lark's
you
a
are.
hentai protagonist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Flames turned on.
So from the water, a ginormous tentacle reached out and grabbed Lark, and then
Okay.
then Flame smacked it a bunch, and Lark was able to free himself, and then a smaller tentacled beast that is vaguely octopus-like has leapt out of the water and has grappled him and then got quite damaged in response.
Okay.
So there's that. You can see there's ripples from the center, like from the first giant tentacle. There are ripples from the one that is there, and there's some coming off to like kind of to the right, like just for a little bit down, but it's not out yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all that's actively done something. But it
Can I see like the body of it, or is it just tentacles?
at the moment you can only see the tentacles.
Okay.
For the big one. For the smaller one you can see its body, and it's kind of like reached out and grabbed.
Is it talking in Infernal?
No. No. Nothing is speaking
All
right
right.
now.
I want to yell Infernal for it to leave my friends alone and stop pretending to be a false god.
Mm.
So that the ducks hopefully will not get really angry.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at my duck and just be like, I am sorry, friend. This is a false god. It is an enemy and must be destroyed. And I'm going to cast Fireball.
Okay.
So at the surface, and have it sit on the surface, essentially.
Okay.
So anything that comes up gets hit by it. So
Right.
the tentacles that are out will be hit.
So I'm being held by the tentacle, so I guess that'll hit me too.
Well, not necessarily, because if I angle it so it does not hit your square, right? I can put it in a spot.
I mean, honestly, I'm a 6th level rogue. Do what you gotta do. I'll be fine.
All right, I'm going to try and hit him.
Do it.
So I'm going to cast Fireball.
Can I quickly remind that Flame has not gone a second turn yet, has she?
No, we have not. We're still in
That
the first
means
round.
that the big tentacle monster automatically fails its dex save.
Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm last in the initiative. So
What
Oh,
is
well, that's a
the
3
thing
for me.
I was gonna say, I think if you're restrained and grappled, you might.
Grappled and restrained are not different, or pardon me, they're not the same thing. So
'Cause you can still attack things
Okay.
while you're grappled.
I'm going to say, though, that so this is a 20-foot radius. I'm going to try and cast it in such a way that I do not hit Lark. Because surely, like, I can hit the edge of the tentacles coming up out of the water surface.
Yeah, you should be able to, because if you put it on top of the surface of the water and get the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thought. I should be able to balance it on the water surface.
okay, good. Then never mind.
Yeah, because I mean, it's 8d6 fire damage. Okay. So I need a d6 roller because that's way too many
Fair.
dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Roll them. 35 points of damage.
Okay. And that's definitely hitting the stunned one.
And I have to roll Wild Magic Surge.
So 35, okay.
Oh, Wild Magic Surge goes off. Okay.
Oh boy, cool.
Let's see.
The one that was previously the smaller octopus thing. Let's call it. I'm gonna call it a quacktopus. Sorry,
Quacktopus.
the quacktopus. Yeah, the quacktopus will actually just incinerate and sizzle and fall off and smells like whatever the thing that is, calamari.
Seeing Luna cast magic, I'm just gonna have a little shiver down my spine of fear.
Okay. What
What
so
have we
I
got?
rolled 82. So
Ooh,
ominous
boy.
music fills the air whenever someone pronounces the caster's name. And I feel
Alright.
like this is like Toccata and Fugue or something ominous type music.
No.
Whenever somebody says Luna's name.
Okay. Cool. Got it.
Audible to everybody in the area.
That's amazing.
I feel
All right.
like. Yes. Fills the air.
Okay. Do you think there's like a little bit of like an ominous like do like kind of thing going on, but not the whole ominous riff yet?
I feel like maybe whenever somebody talks to me, there's a low level, like just
Yeah.
ominous sort of feel sound in the air, like very minor,
Amazing.
very hard to really identify. But the moment somebody says Luna,
Yeah.
da-da-da!
Yes. I love it. I love it. Okay.
Thunder crashes, lightning
I'm also
strikes.
really picturing it like that, the thing from, was it Young Frankenstein? Frau Blue,
Yes.
lightning, dramatic
Yep.
things.
It's
Horses
amazing.
neighed. Exactly, Tress.
Horse
The bell
in the
tolling in the
background.
background.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Cool. So that's that. That guy is going to move into. Swim feet of 60. Okay. That one is going to. Okay, so there is another one. The small. You can see the shape of the smaller tentacles like poking up. You think there's another one of those things, like those ones that had just got killed off of Lark.
And I will note when
yeah.
I cast Fireball,
Yeah.
I have Warcaster as a feat, so I don't actually need my hands to do the somatic component.
Beautiful,
So I'm
so you're
still
still
petting
holding
my
the
duck while I
the duck.
cast Fireball.
Oh, I should roll for the duck because it's hanging out. Let's let it have.
I mean, if it's friendly, I'll cast Dragon's Breath on it in a bit.
What's up? Yeah.
It can have Dragon Breath.
I mean, it's friendly to you, so yeah, why not? Oh,
Next
so
time.
that guy.
Next time. Can't
I
cast two
didn't-
spells in one turn.
We'll say that the duck initially held its action because it acts on the same initiative as Lark. There we go. Oh,
It waited to see what I was going to do.
yeah.
Does it seem approving of my actions?
I think it's confused and concerned. Kind of like,
You are attacking its god, so I think it's.
I told it's a false god.
Yeah.
cool. And then you'll
I'll give it a
hear
cracker.
from the like further down. It's not there yet, but like you can kind of see like some like rocks and like foliage kind of obscuring things, like just off to like further down the direction you have to go. You can't see it, but it is a very deep, like it's a honk, but it's like overlapping on itself. Yeah, like it's echoing itself, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be getting slightly louder.
Oh no.
And you can hear the stomping through the terrain as it approaches. And coming out of those, coming like, it doesn't get close enough to do anything, but you can see it. You can see the multi-headed goose, Hydra goose, that has been summoned by this
Oh, no.
kerfuffle.
Oh no.
His eyes like flashed red. Does nothing this round, but it is coming. We are back up to Flame. Top of the initiative.
Okay. I think. So. Yeah, I think Flames is going to do another 2 attacks at the monster, and stunned is at the beginning. Let me check my thing, or the end. Until the end of your next turn. Okay, so I still have advantage on these 2 attacks.
Okay, yes.
Okay, the first one definitely hits because 17 plus 8. 13 plus 8 is 21. So that is that. I'm going to do sneak attack on one of those 2 attacks. 6 plus 5. So 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 10, 23 points of slashing damage, and I will spend a key point to do a stunning strike, so I need a con save off of one of those, please.
Does it automatically fail saves, or is it just dex saves that when you're stunned?
It's just
and
dex
strength.
saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
think.
it's it does not succeed that save. Nope.
Sweet.
Fails.
Then I will spend my last key point to do flurry of blows again on that and take 2 more attacks at advantage.
And just checking, does your regular strikes count as magical at this
They
point?
do now. Yeah,
Cool.
they do.
Beautiful.
All right, so that's a 19 on the die for the first one. again, and that's a Dork Tails on the big chunky boy. What? You rolled a nat 20 on the big chunker? You've never done that before.
So
attack on that one.
a hit and a crit.
A hit and a crit.
Yeah.
Love it. I already did my sneak attack, Kelly.
did you?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
You did it. Wait, did you do it on this round already?
On this, yeah.
On
Yes,
this
I
first
did on my
attack?
first
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I tried.
So 8 points of slashing for the first one, and then the crit. I rolled a 2 and a 1 on damage dice. Seriously, the crit? You did that? 3 plus 5 is 8 points on the crit.
Do I
that
need
was-
to
so
reroll it?
damage.
8 and 8 total for those two.
8 and 8. Yep.
Okay.
8 and 8. And yeah, it is stunned again for a round.
Cool. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so then it was the actual initiative should be Ranva next. So
No.
Ranva will go. Okay.
I guess there's a giant, terrifying Hydra Goose rampaging in our general direction.
Yep.
Can I do a nature check to see if it seems focused on us or on something else?
Sure.
I do have advantage on this. I don't know that helped all of that much, though. I have a 13.
You're pretty sure it's aiming towards you guys. It's after you.
Great. That's not super cool. I think I'm going to switch to what I'm shooting poisoned arrows at and
Okay.
shoot a poisoned arrow at it.
Okay.
So I have a 18 to hit.
They'll hit.
Sweet. It needs to make a DC 14 con save.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
That is a 15. So I think
Okay,
that
so
passes.
it does make the con save, totally.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do 18 damage between me and my swarm of bee stingers.
18. Okay.
Yay, bees.
And then I guess also the big old chonky bee is going to keep attacking the tentacle because it's mad at the tentacle. So
I love the image of that chunky beast so much.
the cube bee, the
It's in
uber
my
bee
mind.
only has a 9
is-
to hit, which probably does not hit.
That does not hit.
No. It's a weirdly incompetent cube.
Yep. I love
But I
it
love
though.
them.
It's amazing.
I love them too. I want to be able to summon 2 of them so I can ride them like skis.
Oh, that'd be
my
great.
god.
Bee
Love
skis.
that.
Oh my gosh.
We are okay. So now it's Lark.
Okay, am I still grappled?
No, because the thing that was grappling you got singed and turned into calamari.
fireballed?
It got fireballed.
Beautiful. What else is around here?
There is a stunned tentacle that's or the giant one that originally grappled you. Also,
I'm
you will
gonna stab
notice you have unpleasant feeling of those suction cups that got ripped off as the So you stabbed it. Okay.
Pleasant. I'm gonna stab it.
Okay.
That is going to be over a 20,
Yep. Hit.
and I'm gonna stab it again.
And you're rolling
Good.
with
And
advantage,
that's gonna be a
right?
nat 20,
Woo!
Beautiful.
which that's gonna be a sneak attack
That's
right
gonna
there.
be your sneak
Yep.
attack. Yeah.
Wait,
So the first one is going to be that's gonna be 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8 points for the first one.
Okay.
And hold on.
Toss. Do the
Oh,
rogue.
wait, it's a crit. I'm an orc. What am I even doing with my life? One
What does
sec.
that mean?
Orcs.
Uh,
Get to a
Okay.
savage attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3
An
for
extra
the
die.
4. Do I get to reroll ones? Is that one of the things I get to do?
You get to re-roll one of the dice, I think, to add an extra roll.
Okay,
essentially,
so
to
that
it.
turned into a 4. So that's going to be 4, 10, 20, 33 points of damage with the second one.
Okay. And is that what type of damage is that? It's all.
It is piercing. It's basic bitch piercing. Oh, wait, pardon me. 35 with my rage.
Nice.
Is any of it magical?
None of it is magical.
Okay.
Does any of it like even work at all?
Oh no.
No.
Hmm.
It's a really impressive attack.
We gotta
All
make
right.
you have magic fists
Magic.
or something.
Someone magic
Yep.
my sword, please. I will kind of grunt in rage. And I'm going to use my move to jump off this thing because it cannot opportunity attack me once I've attacked it.
Cool. Good.
Because of fancy footwork, motherfucker.
Yeah. So those attacks will I guess like hit, but it like will be springy. Like it won't
My
give,
sword's
and it'll
gonna
just
go
like
Okay.
It was like, just like, yeah.
Well, at
It
least
was
I'm distracting
unexpected.
it.
Yes. Okay. So then we go to the duck that is in Luna's hands. What does the duck do? What does the duck say? The duck says quack.
Fire breath.
Not yet, I don't think.
Not yet.
Um,
His turn, though.
It looks really concerned, though. It's quacking at you. It looks like it seems to be wanting to discourage you from attacking. But that is its action. Okay. The Quacken is stunned. Can't do anything. Giant Quacktopus A is dead. Sammy.
Oh,
So there is a Hydra Goose coming at you. That is going to absolutely hit you, hit on its turn. And then there is something in the water. And then there is Stunned Tentacle.
first thing I'm gonna do is like, Luna, be careful when you cast spells. We know what happened last. Ah!
And then the
Like-
da-da-da!
Yeah. Just
I'm
to have
addressing
that go
Luna.
off.
Yep.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And then at that, I'm going to, I'm going to shoot at I'm going to shoot at the Hydra goose that's
All
coming
right.
at us.
Yeah, do it. Let's do it up.
Not using sharpshooter this time. Oh, well, that's a 1.
Oh, that will not hit.
No, that won't.
I'm sorry.
And then I do have a second attack,
Okay, do it.
which would be a 28,
That'll hit.
and a third because of bonus action, which will be a 12. So only 9 damage on the attack that hit.
Okay. Cool. Is it 9? Okay.
Yep, 9.
9. Okay.
I mean, if you want to make it 9/9,
No, it's just 9.
9.
And that will. It's a bow, so that'll.
it's a
hit.
crossbow, hand crossbow.
Oh, crossbow. Yeah, one of the bolts will impact one of the into the side of one of the Hydra heads, or whatever it is you're aiming at.
Oh, I think I made it angry.
Goose hiss. Okay.
Useless.
Then we're down to Luna. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, was typing a thing. Okay. So Sammy told me not to fireball? That's boring.
He said be careful when you're casting spells.
Careful. Okay, so the Hydra Goose is there but not doing anything, and the
It hasn't
tentacles are
ever-
still attacking.
Yeah, the Hydra Goose is approaching rapidly.
Let's see, is it I guess it's not a humanoid.
No. It's
Damn
not.
it.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I would like to offer it snacks.
You're offering the Hydra Goose snacks?
Yes. I would like to make friends with the Hydra Goose. I will fly over with my duck. I'll cast Dragon Breath on myself as a bonus action, so
Okay.
I have it if I need it.
Okay.
Which,
If-
what do I want to use for that? Do I want acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison?
I mean,
What would be more thematic for Luna? I mean, fire's great and all, but I could also spray lightning from my mouth.
Yeah, you could. That'd be pretty amazing.
That would be pretty amazing.
Yep.
All right, let's do that. So I have that ready to be done if I need to, but
Okay.
I would like to offer it cake.
Okay.
I feel like I probably have cupcakes in my bag.
Okay. So you're offering it cupcakes. It's pretty distracted. Are you going to just like get its attention and like?
I'm just gonna fly up to it with cupcakes
Okay.
and offer. I'm gonna speak in Infernal to it as well and just be like,
Okay.
"Cupcakes, friends."
Chef Aladeth just donated $25 for a thing. Hold on while I
Ooh.
check what
Ooh.
that is.
Ooh.
Team advantage,
you,
it looks
Chef
like.
Ellen.
Dun.
Team advantage.
Awesome.
Perfect.
So I would say that if you're trying to persuade this thing to be not attack,
I want to
maybe,
make friends.
okay, so that would probably be a it's not diplomacy, is it? It's like a charisma, persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah, probably persuasion.
Okay. I have advantage right now, don't I?
You do.
All right, I'm gonna roll with advantage. I'm gonna roll my chaos dice with advantage.
Cool.
Holy shit! Nat 20 again.
Okay.
I
So-
get nat 20s for making friends.
All right. You offer this cupcake and are just
I add 4 to that, by the way.
okay. Yeah.
I'm very
are
charismatic.
incredibly charismatic and persuasive. Okay. Cool. It does not go immediately
This
after
die
you.
is being so nice right now.
Mhm.
Extra life is just trying to bring up extra life for me
Yeah.
every time.
Because I don't use fireball. I just want to confirm that the one you cast over the water, is it gone now, or does it?
Yes,
is it
it's a
staying
one-off.
good? Okay.
It's a one and done.
Yeah,
I think
that
it's like
one-
fire orb or something that sticks around.
I think that's what I'm thinking about.
Ball of fire. Ball of fire.
then-
Ball fire or something like that, yeah.
Flaming,
Flaming
sphere.
sphere.
Flaming
Flaming
sphere.
sphere.
That's what it is.
Burn.
Guys were
burn,
close, you were
burn,
close.
Like
You're-
a flaming sphere.
You're around the sphere of
Yeah.
it.
Okay, that one's just gonna hang out on the edge and just not do anything. That's fine. It's lurking. The deep goose, the hydra goose, stops and turns to you. And in multi-echoing honk, one of the heads will go in to try and take the cupcake. A second head will go in to try and take the cupcake. They will
I will-
collide.
I'm going to offer multiple cupcakes.
Okay.
I have many.
Good. Okay.
I
The
have
fir-
multiple cupcakes.
Well, they will get a little bit confused, though. Two of them will attempt to go for the same one. But the others will.
You need to share. In Infernal. Which
and
probably
they're-
looks horrifying to everybody else.
Yeah. They are doing that, and are going to eat up the cupcakes and have paused in their approach, and are kind of looking at you curiously.
I have a duck friend on my lap, too.
Yep.
Good.
That is their turn. We are back up to Flame.
All right, this thing is still stunned, so I will. I have advantage till the end of my turn, and I'm all out of key points. So I'm just gonna do 3 attacks at advantage
Okay.
on it, and
Okay.
let's go. Try and put it down. Okay, that's a 24 for the first one, a 21 for the second, and a. Okay. 14 for the last one.
That last one will not hit. So
Okay.
that's 2 hits, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Lark beside me?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Unless he-
probably.
Okay,
Sounds
so
like-
I'll get
sounds like a good place to be.
get a sneak attack on that. That'll
Okay.
be great. So all total is 21 points of slashing damage as she just goes cat scratch.
Okay. 20 points?
21.
21.
And,
21.
Yeah, and they are magical.
Okay, cool.
And that is her turn. Because I'm all out of key points, baby.
Oh. All right. Tis Renva.
Whoop, whoop. How damaged is Lark looking?
He's about on a scale of like 1 to 74, he's like a 43.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna go do some wound curing on Lark, assuming I can get over there without being murdered by anything. I just have to go boop him on the nose, basically.
So
I mean, he's down with it.
I think you're fine because you're not exiting any contested air squares.
No, I think I may be
You're
entering. one
entering.
at the moment.
You are entering one, but you're fine.
Yeah.
Which my brain just pathfindered for a second. I was like, what the?
Yeah, I know my mind is still forever second Pathfinder.
Yep.
Let's do
Right.
some wound Kieran.
Do it.
Oh, it's not
Do
a
it
great
up.
roll. That is a slightly better roll. What's that? 10 plus, so 12 hit points. And then the giant Hydra seems to have slowed down.
Nice.
Let's paused its approach.
So maybe I will switch to fire an arrow into the giant, terrifying hell tentacle within 5 feet of me.
Seems like a good idea.
It might, but it also, in a real way, doesn't. I will apply poison to the arrow again.
And if it's within 5 feet, if you're doing a ranged attack, it should have disadvantage, I believe.
I think so, but I have advantage.
Yeah. So that just will roll flat. Yep.
So I have
Cool.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
Let's get some damage.
And you said it was acid?
No, I just added my poison to it as well.
Oh, you added poison
So it
to
needs
okay.
to do a DC 14 con save. I'm not rolling great on these.
It passes that with a dirty
Yeah, awesome.
20.
Then it is going to take 9 damage from bow and bee swarm.
Bee swarm.
It is magical?
Bee swarm. I guess, yes.
Yes, yeah, magical bow. Okay. Got
I
it.
guess Chunky Cubat actually has a 24 to hit.
Oh my gosh, that hits.
I know. I'm
Awesome.
so startled. Hang on. Let me.
so
pull up
proud
the
of it.
stats. I didn't even have the stats up this time for how much
gosh.
damage it does. It does 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level in piercing damage. Oh whoa, it's piercing damage.
Is it magical piercing for the bee because it's a magical bee thing?
I think it's a magical bee, so I
Okay.
feel like it might be magical, like it is a spiritual bee creature.
If somebody wants to donate to get rid of the magic immune damage, like the magical, non-magical damage immunity, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, that's actually a
Yeah.
solid question because I don't know if the bestial spirit counts as magic damage or not.
I mean, it's a bestial spirit,
You
so
would
I
think?
feel like
But
I feel like it
Bestial.
would, but also it really may not.
They normally say if
So
they
anyways,
do.
I
I
have
don't know about
7
that one, though.
piercing damage from an angry cube bee. And I might actually look this up while I'm at it.
yeah, because check
I'm
that
on that.
because if it is not magical, then it will be like ineffective points. Sadly. Okay.
How
That
much would you want donated to remove that effect?
Ooh, let's see, big. Okay, where's the menu?
Royal form uses the beast spirit stat block.
I would say 25.
All right.
Yeah.
I cast Dragon Breath and did not roll
Oh, you
my
know.
magic surge.
Yeah, do thing.
Shit. Haha! 5. I get it. 1 sec.
And for the record, I do not think the Uber Bee is a magical attack. It's just says
so
it's
sad.
a weapon attack. So it's probably just fruitlessly whapping its giant cube face against the tentacle.
It's Hey, it's doing its
It's
best.
trying. It's doing its
doing
best.
its best.
and
Chef Ella says,
I love
consider the
Uber
immunity
Bee.
gone. So I think what this means then, because I think that means there's going to be a boop coming in a sec. We can confirm that because I think that means that the first like it's like booping and then suddenly it'll be like sting. The final hit.
It goes for the much more clever attack.
Yes. It learned. It assessed.
It attacks with its cubey little butt.
Cool.
Excalibur.
I kind of want to model this bee now. Like I want to open Blender and make a
Do
weirdly
it.
high definition cube bee.
Do it.
I would love
Sounds
to see this
amazing.
if you do.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Bongmaster, I know you're in chat. Can you add this to the list of things you remind me of all the time? Thank you.
Amazing.
Yep. Chef just donated to.
Nice.
the
Thank you, Chef.
bee.
Awesome.
Be awesome. Don't
Okay.
forget to be awesome.
Being awesome.
There
Amazing.
can
Okay.
be only
Thank
one.
you. So Lark, I think
Okay, so
the last one was ineffective, but I think you noticed that there's like a shift in the fates and shimmering. You have a good feeling about it now.
I've got a good feeling about this.
But tonight's going to be a
okay.
good night.
So how far off of the shore is this thing now?
It is the Quacken, is like it's hasn't moved yet, so it's just the one tentacle that has already been out that is continuing to get stabbed and hit at.
I'm gonna stab and hit at it. I'm not
Do it.
very original.
When I cast Dragon's Breath, by the way, I now have a set of polyhedral dice in my hands.
Okay, so that
Introduce the
first one
duck
is gonna
to
be a 25.
Tabletop RPGs. Okay,
Would you like to
25
play a
hits.
game?
And does a 11... Wait, hold on. Do I have advantage right now? Oh, I guess we had team advantage, didn't we?
Yeah, you didn't use it yet, did you?
I guess I just did, because I just
Okay.
rolled twice. So does an 11
Well,
hit?
if you're standing next to Flame, don't you get sneak? You get potential. Oh, not
doesn't give you
Sneak
advantage.
attack. It's if you have advantage. It's been a minute since
Yeah.
I played Rogues. Yeah, I get
No,
it.
it's fine.
Yeah.
So that is a 12.
Okay, 12 does not hit, but the first one
Okay, the
was a 20
first
something.
one
It does.
that was a 25 though.
Yep.
So that is going to be me launching my dice across the room because I'm very tired. But we're going to follow that up with some stabbing.
Do
and
it.
that's going to be
Stabbing.
10, 14, 16 points of stabbing damage. Magical
Okay.
stabbing, or not magical, but not
Yeah.
not magical.
Yeah. Okay. So it was 60. You successfully stab
Ha!
into the tentacle.
You've been stabbed.
It's kind of
How do you
icky,
like it?
icky, gross, like blood splurts out at you.
Isn't nice, is it? I
Yeah.
think so. Jerk.
And then, oh, it's actually, okay, the duck. It is the duck's turn. The duck does not have anything. What have I done here? I've done something stupid. I've goofed something up here. No, that was the quack. Okay, yeah, it goes the duck
goofed
and then
something
quacking. Yeah, I see what I did here. I've swapped two people around. Okay. Oh my gosh, why did I do this? Okay, one.
I don't know.
Cool. Okay, so the quacken is no longer stunned, I think. My understanding.
Yes, no, it was done at the end of my turn, so
Yes.
it is. I had no more key points unless anyone wants to donate to refill my key points. I will take $10 a key point. Maybe if I get it back. Is that fair to you?
$2 a key point.
$2 a key point. Okay, sweet. I'll take that.
Well, I mean, they're like sorcery points, right? Like they
Yeah.
can't be like that.
I would say like
Bad.
5 max. I wouldn't go
Okay.
too high with it. Yeah. So people
Alright.
just like should give you a couple of them at once.
I've got
Just like,
6 key points total, folks. So anywhere between $12 and $30, I guess.
I mean, if someone wants to donate 50 and go above that with donations, I don't care.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this thing, there is a surge in as the water just erupts out and splashes onto the shore, and this massive form it seems to as it lifts up, it's like the entire pond lake drops in its water level with how big this thing is. That's freaking huge. Holy crap. And it will. Okay, what do we got? We have. You will hear a voice. You'll feel it more than hear it. As it speaks into your minds. Are you the sacrifices? The offerings.
No.
And it will. Okay, I can do how many of these? Oh, what the shit?
Thank you, Traz. You gave me $10 to power up my key.
Okay. It's going to reach out with because how far is that? That is. Okay, yeah, you are all in range. Okay. Reaching out with 3 tentacles. In addition,
Oh, we don't like that.
No, you do not. And it reaches out for who's closest. I think it's gonna go for Flame. It's gonna go for Lark, and it's gonna go for Ranva because Ranva came approached.
Is this technically counting as a ranged weapon attack or no? Just curious.
This is a melee attack
Okay,
because it's
cool.
yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just wondering if I could deflect missiles.
Yeah,
but it's
He's
not.
attempting to grab 3 of you.
Oh.
Okay, so it is going to grab for. I think I said flame first. Flame
Yes.
does a. Okay, that's like a 30 something to grab you.
No, it doesn't hit. Yes, it does.
Lark, it's going for you with a second tentacle for a 28.
Yeah, that's probably gonna hit. I'm not gonna bother to check my sheet.
And then I guess it's just for grabbing Ranvo with a third one for I think that's gonna hit. That's over 20.
Yeah, Ramba's only got a 16 AC.
Yeah. So you are all grabbed and grappled and restrained.
And I was in the little bunny's room. I may have missed what was grappling us. Is it the giant hydra goose or tentacles?
This is the Quacken that has surged
Not
out.
the
Now there's no
Quacken.
longer this ginormous thing.
Dun.
So it does that, and then okay. Okay. Those are those things. Okay, so that's what it's done, and I need to do damage because it has grabbed and it does damage.
Oh.
I apologize. So
No
first
worries.
to okay, I'm just gonna. I really wish I had a third dice kicking out here. Okay, Flame, you're gonna get 22
Ouch.
bludgeoning.
Youch. The ability that evasion thingy, that's like level 5, right? For rogues, that's not level 1 thing, right?
Yep.
It is definitely not.
Yeah, no.
Everyone in the game would take level 1 rogue if that was the case.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yep. Granda's taking 13. And then Lark is getting 6. Oh, no. Sorry. 20. No, 16.
Is this magical?
No, it's just bludgeoning.
No, I can take that. That's no big deal. 49 hit points left. Wait, 16 you said? That's not the way
16.
math works. 47 hit points left.
So that is the Quacken. It is
roar!
demanding your sacrifice. Wants you to willingly sacrifice yourself.
No!
It thinks that you are being unreasonable and you should just die already and be eaten.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No.
maybe it makes a point.
So that was the Then Sammy, I believe it's your turn now.
So what did it say to us originally? Like, are you my sacrifices?
Are you the offerings, the
Are you
sacrifices?
the offering? It's like, no, we are not the offering, but we bring you all these duck souls instead.
Duck Souls is my least favorite game.
Okay. So are you trying to convince it to consume its
It's
The-
followers?
yeah?
Yeah. I mean, a soul's a soul. It doesn't have
Alright.
a weight. So there's like, what, hundreds of ducks here? Or
Thousands. There are
thousands
thousands
of ducks. Seriously, thousands of ducks who will willingly sacrifice to you, or like 5 people? Like, don't be an idiot. Like, this is like simple math.
All right, give me a persuasion roll.
I'm gonna use the advantage
it.
from
Do it
that. Oh, that's not the greatest. I think that might be. Let me just see his
You
character
have
sheet again.
Have you used your advantage from Chef?
That's what was the advantage from Chef. So that will be a 18.
That will. I'm listening.
Like, seriously, there's thousands of them, thousands of souls that you could be dining on, or like you fight with us.
But they're so small.
But does a soul have
and
weight?
so unsatisfying.
Have you tried eating their souls in massive quantities?
No.
I mean, 100
Luna
duck
is
souls,
protectively holding her duck.
like 50 ducks probably weighs more than I do, and there's thousands of ducks. I'm just saying. Or, you know, we could just keep fighting like this.
I am hungry. Are you
Uh,
sure you don't have a soul to offer?
Yeah, the duck souls.
Still willing to whoever can.
I mean, and you can ask Flame, they actually taste really well roasted.
They do. They are quite delicious.
I mean, they're bringing our souls, why can't we offer you theirs?
Yes.
I say the better deal is theirs. It's a lot of duck souls. So
It's an
just put down
interesting
my
prop-
friends and just grab a mouthful of ducks. If it satisfies you, great. Like, we go our way, you go your way. If it doesn't, well, you can still keep fighting us, but we're a little spicy if you haven't noticed. And we're going to give you some indigestion. I'm offering you a win-win.
Makes a general sound of like, I'm considering it. And then, but we'll act next round, I guess. It is now Luna's turn.
Excellent. I would like to kind of try and look at the big goose and be like, friends?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And if so, I'm going to turn and fireball the duckening thing. The
The
duckin.
quackin'?
Yeah, the quacking.
The duckin', the quack duckin'?
Yeah.
Okay. So your friend has been yelling at the quackin', and you're distracted with the Hydra goose. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to protect my duck.
Yeah.
But I also want, before I turn my back on this thing, I want to make sure it's cool with me.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
like,
cool.
Friends, yeah.
And
You
then I'm
can-
going to let loose dragon breath on the other thing.
Okay, cool. Give me a vibe check for it.
What do I roll
Do a
for vibe check?
charisma. Persuasion. Like a
Insight? Or
Oh yeah, an insight. You can see if you're, because you were pleading with it before and offering it things. So if you wanna,
Yeah, okay. Insight's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I like insight. All right. That plus that would be 24.
it seems to be looking for more cupcakes.
I will offer it all the food in my bag, which probably includes a lot of sweet stuff.
Okay, it makes some satisfied honks, and then like starts nudging
All
you.
right. So that's my action.
Okay.
And then I turn.
Mhm.
And how far away am I from this thing now? I don't feel like I'm very far away.
No, I'd say you're probably at most 60 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna float towards it then,
Okay.
because I have a lot of speed with my broom.
Yep.
To the point where I can catch it in a 15-foot cone. And
Okay.
I'm gonna exhale lightning at it.
Do it up.
Okay. So it can make a dex saving throw against this.
Okay.
Let me double check what my mod is for that. It's 15, it has to beat. So not very bad.
Oh, I'm gonna interrupt very quickly here, because I forgot this was at the end. Something I could do at the end of Sammy's turn.
Uh-huh.
It will drop. Well, it'll gently fling the three of you that it had grabbed.
Okay.
Flame lands on all
So it
over.
lets everybody go.
Pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I won't
the thing
do it
is,
then.
okay. This does mean though that it, because I can do this as only at the end of another person's turn.
Yep.
And it will, but it was not nicely putting you down. It is flinging, so there is going to be some damage. You are thrown up to 60 feet. It's not trying to put you in 60 feet fully. It's kind of just tossing. And you're knocked prone.
You're the tosser.
I have slow fall.
Okay, and
as a monk.
so I think you're okay, but each of Ranva's gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage, I think. 3, 1. Oh, is that? I don't know if I'm reading this right. The target is thrown at another creature. Okay, you're not. You were not. And then Lark takes 2 bludgeoning, so 1, I guess. So you will be mostly gently let down. Yeah. So by the time Luna turns back to look at this thing, they have been dropped.
All right.
Oh,
She's gonna hold action then.
I feel like that could have been a little.
If it attacks, she's gonna do the breathy breath on it if it's within range.
Then, okay, so the Deep Goose has decided that you are its friend as you offer food. It is looking at you, and it is holding its action as it waits to see what you are doing.
Is it big enough to be ridden on?
Oh my god.
Yes, this thing is.
God.
It's a large beast, so yeah, it's a.
Excellent.
Mhm.
I might have to work towards that.
Yeah.
Come on, ride the goose.
So Flame, you've just been launched.
And ride it.
This thing seems to have released you. You have heard this dialogue between Sammy and it.
Yep. Do they have to sacrifice, or can I make sacrifices for you? So the old beast.
What?
I mean, like, if I can, do you want these roasted?
No.
Okay.
Sure? I don't care. Hungry.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay.
In a
Are we gonna-
15-foot cone, Flame's just gonna do burning hands for all the ducks.
All right, let's duck up some fucks.
Okay, so Flame is going to just you're just gonna successfully start like mulching ducks, okay?
Yep. That's her turn.
Ranva, you've been inelegantly dropped.
I think I'm honestly just going to sort of mount a glorious steed made of bees,
Yes.
acquire the Uber bee, and float safely slightly into the distance towards whatever the hell Luna is doing and the giant goose, because that seems rad and I want to hang out with it.
Cool.
And
I think
apologize for shooting arrows at it earlier.
Gotcha. I think it's probably like gives you a bit of a suspicious look, but
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
we'll do talk to animals and apologize to it later.
excellent.
That's all.
Lark.
If we're killing ducks, we're killing ducks. I'm gonna go around stabbing ducks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Quack, 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 quack. And cool. The duck in Luna's arms is going to look alarmed, make a very concerned quack, and is going to start burrowing into your shirt or scarf or whatever you have.
I will use my shawl to give it a pouch. I'll tie it together.
Amazing. The Quacken will shift and will start reaching tentacles out to start scooping ducks into the center. And as you'll see it like rise up again even more, and like so you see its under part is exposed, and you see where there should be like a mouth of a kraken, like at that in the stomach. And there is it's like a duck mouth, like beak, just like with feathers, and it's ginormous. And it's just like, "Mwah!"
Luna's gonna
I don't know
use
if we
this
made the
opportunity
right
to talk
choice
to her
here.
duck and look, see, I told you, enemy.
Hungry, and it just scoops tentacles full of ducks into its gaping maw.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. Sammy.
I'm going to hold my action to shoot at it if it tries to attack us.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be like, see?
Okay.
This is a good relationship, a good deal we got going on here.
And then Luna, if you've got a final action for this, because I think we'll get out of the combat rounds.
Nice.
If Luna's doing anything else.
I'll
I'm not gonna attack it at this point because it seems to be kind of like just dealing with the ducks.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and like convince the big goose thing, the goose hydra, the goostra,
Yeah.
to kind of join me going around the pond and out of the way. let's go over there.
Yes, it seems to be listening to you. Is giving Randa a bit of a concerned look because of the arrows earlier, and is also looking.
She's cool. She just didn't know better.
And it seems to be happy to get away from the edge of the pond because I don't think it is concerned about the other ducks. And the other ducks, now that we are out of combat, as this thing continues to sweep them up and consume them. And as it does, it'll like pick part of a duck out of the side of its beak, and we'll be asking, "Why'd you wake me up anyway? Why are you here?"
Wait, is it speaking common?
It speaks telepathically.
Oh,
So you're all hearing
treasure.
Treasure.
Yes.
Oh,
We're just going searching for the treasure. We're on a test,
It's some sort of
and
initiation.
we kind of stumbled
hack-
across this.
hazing phase.
oh,
The ducks, like,
huh.
this one's mine. Scratch, 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 scratch.
Fine. You're not talking about the shiny things over the ridge, are you?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Oh.
You're ducking correct.
Well, yeah, take it.
Sweet.
I don't care.
Nice.
All right.
That was easy. All right, cool.
I hope you have a nice nap after your meal and leave us alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luna, you may have a hard time. You're probably going to have to make sure you clean up after that. The pirate captain probably. Well, he may like the duck on board.
It's okay. I'll look after it.
Dun-dun-dun. The wild
I'm going to
magic.
make it little armor. Like a little harness. Cast
Are
mage
you
armor on it.
Combat.
Start like reconvening and like are heading towards the
Yep.
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Let's go get some treasure.
Let's get treasure and get out of here.
Yeah, now that this, as you're going, you can see the waste of ducks that have trampled over each other in their efforts to flee, and the terror of the quacking as they flee into the terrain. Those that were able to escape the tentacle reach of the quacken that has been awoken. You hear splashes every time it like the roar and the whack 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 and that big like deep of tone, but you are able to make it down and you make it to the point. You find yourself actually back as you pass the edge of the lake. You find the arrows from the path again, and are able to quickly make it to the X.
See, we should have just stayed on the path. Oh.
Yep. And then the X, there is a box. Just a regular looking chest sitting there. Looks like a pirate's chest.
Well, let a professional do the job. I'm gonna kick it open.
It's not even locked. It will just like keel over, and something small and shiny will clink and roll out as the
Better not
chest.
be an arcade token.
Oh, it's like this. It's like this big. About
What
the
is that?
size of a.
Wiki.
As you go and pick it up, you will realize it is actually in the shape of a duck.
It's just a ducking coin.
It's gold though.
Well, better than nothing.
Yep.
We'll always have our memories, our deeply traumatic.
It's one
memories.
ducking coin.
And
At least it's gold.
yeah. And if anyone stops
They
to like
stall.
look inside the like actually double check the chest, you will see there is a note that says, "Congrats, you did it! You're a pirate now. Here's your doubloon."
Boy. Oh,
Is it
Doc.
doubloon or duck balloon?
And then, was it, how, like, then it's like, rate us at the convenience store. Give us feedback. Was it all it's quacked up to be?
I'm gonna kill this god duck.
God ducking.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
basically, I'm gonna kill some
I'll
people.
join you, Lark. I'll join you, Lark.
Yeah, I think it's time to go have a snack. Where's the convenience store?
Yep. let's
Luna's
go.
gonna like
Yep.
talk to the Gustra and see if it wants to stay here or if it wants to come with her.
It seems like it wants to go, but it also seems to be afraid of leaving. It's like this is its home.
That's fair.
But
I
it
can
will
come
give you
and
very
visit.
fond nuzzles and so on and so forth.
I will hug its multiple necks.
It will appreciate the scritches and will honk in chorus at you with all of them. And with that, you
I'm gonna take
successfully...
Little Duck with me though.
Oh, yes. You were successfully able to take the treasure at the end of the road and return to where you now wait to be picked up by the pirate captain. Yeah.
All
And
right.
when you get there, you will see the person who fled in terror of the ducks earlier. He's sitting there with a Skyfire coffee, just like ducks, and will be very concerned. And a last thing, as you are waiting and you see your ship coming back down to retrieve you, the bathroom door at the gas station will creak open, and you'll say, "Lark, Flame, what are you doing here?"
What?
And you will see a short, green, hooded figure
What?
as you see Gristlegrit.
Grit?
Great. Bro, what the duck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what she said.
And something along the lines of, "What the duck? Why did you ditch me?"
You died. You're stuck in this gem.
Yeah,
Pulled
how?
out of my
I
pants.
was never in the gem.
You were in the gem. The woman at the fair said you were in the gem.
Ducking hell.
No, I ended up in a town, and it got attacked. And he will basically just ramble off that he was in a port town when he was trying to find you guys after you vanished, ditched him at the festival, or at the carnival, and ended up getting hitchhiking on a spelljammer vessel to escape whatever
the
astral
Light
elves were doing.
Carnival?
Which light?
No, what light?
Oh.
Up the Who Light Carnival?
No, that's a carnival for doctors. The Where Light?
And
No, that's for,
basically,
lycanthropes.
and we'll wrap it up by asking, so, was there an apocalypse?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
a couple. You missed a couple.
You had one too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one too.
Nice.
Nice.
Coffee?
Pirates? Pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza.
And yeah, you have successfully passed your test.
Pirates, pizza, and plunder.
Grit has
Thanks, Papa.
has apparently will quickly to inform you that, oh no, his ship's over there, and he's actually a captain of his own ship. He just was stopping over for a quick.
Please tell me it's a
Over.
bathtub with a sail in it. That's it.
It's actually a half decent ship.
Is it actually?
Pretty-
The spelljamming helm has to be one of those duck training potties, though.
Possibly. You will
Alright.
but yeah, so this means that you can either go back with your pirates, or you can attempt to you can take your own spell jamming ship for the
I
potential
think
future.
that is a question for the next game.
Yep. But he's pissed. Yep. And that is it. That's it. That's undone. This is it.
Woo!
That's done.
I
All right.
hope-
Congrats,
nice.
Amy. You did it.
This is
I just want-
You
There's
didn't
something
duck
really
it
fair.
up.
We didn't
Heck yeah.
we didn't get the answer to the greatest mystery of this game, which
What?
is why Ranva is like dwarf, 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 dwarf all the time.
Dwarf.
That's
dwarf,
true.
dwarf, 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 dwarf.
Well, that was great.
Never did find
It's
that
because I'm
out.
trying to convince you all that I'm a dwarf, not a very cleverly disguised gnome.
Wait.
Yeah. Thanks for playing and going along with this.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun. I'm thinking I need to go look and find myself like a little feather like hairpiece or a cape or something for next time.
Yeah.
So I have like
Aw.
duck
Yeah.
feathers
Yep.
to add to my outfit because now I'm a duck friend. It's great.
Multi-class into druid, swarm of ducks.
Do it.
Or multi-class wizard and my familiar is a duck.
I have seen a warlock patron that was a great duck, like
The goose.
no, there's a duck one
Oh,
too,
really?
like a
Wow.
Who's duck could
primordial
be my
duck,
patron?
or the goose.
Christine,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could also
Yeah.
take a feat next level to get the Find Familiar spell
Ooh.
and stay as a
Ooh.
sorcerer.
Right. But yeah. So thank you,
No,
thank you
that's right,
everyone
next
who
level's 8.
came out and watched and donated and just enjoyed the chaos. So
All right.
we gotta wrap up and get ready for the next.
But
Which
before
is
we
the-
go,
Yeah,
we have a giveaway to run still.
That's true.
that's right. Is the duckening.
So last chance to !duckening in the chat to enter. Just be aware that you will have to give me an email address so that I can connect you with the company in order to get your gift certificate. So please enter. And I don't know, hearts out in the chat. Put whatever heart emotes you have, and let's get
Hold on.
excited.
Play your emotes.
I just need to appreciate the memes that have been put into the Dork DT broadcast spoilers channel. I just looked at them. Thank you.
Oh,
They're
I
great.
haven't looked at them yet.
Oh, they're amazing. They're so good.
I'm looking forward to this. All right, let's roll it. And Chef Death, congratulations!
Oh, it couldn't have happened to a better guy.
So whisper me an email on Twitch, or you can do it in Discord, whatever works best. I will connect you with Norse Foundry. In order to get that, you will probably be contacted next week when they are back open on regular work hours.
So yeah, so contact Lady Liliana.
Congratulations.
Congratulations! But for everybody's knowledge, we have another $25 gift card from Norse Foundry to give away. That will be happening sometime, either today or tomorrow. We also have Steam codes, and we have a 3-month subscription to Adventure Dice to give away as well.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Those
I
will be
want that.
randomly happening. I am not giving out when I am doing them. You just have to be in the chat, and I will inform you of what the code is to put in to enter. So pay attention.
Right.
That sounds awesome. So coming up next, we have The Quiet Year ran by Christa, which is going to be a precursor to the Valor game they're going to run on Sunday. So definitely come out. It's going to
Nice.
have a lot of great people in it, including a guest star. Shar from Tabletop Titties is going to be joining us for the Quiet Year portion.
It's gonna be good. I've been Amy. This was weird stuff in space. It turned into ducks on a planet, on a moon. I don't know. This is it. Thanks.
Ducks on a plane of existence.
Yep. I don't know if anyone wants to do outros or if we're just gonna.
We've been us.
We've been us.
We've been us.
I've been
We've
blurry.
been
been
us,
great.
and we love you.
Yes.
It's great
Thank
being
you
on
for
Dork
Us
Tales.
to Life and us.
Yeah. Enjoy
never
the
see you on Dork
extra
Tales, Chris.
life.
Yeah.
All right, so be sure to tune in. We're going to go take a break for 20 minutes, and we'll be back with The Quiet Year. See you then.
Thank you.
Bye.
And I'm going to mute it so that the people can take a nap.